Alright, so I gotta turn myself.
No.
Wait, what did I show you that gave you a nightmare?
I'm just such a. It took you a little bit on that one.
I was still focused on what I was doing.
Okie dokie. If you guys remember last time, you spent a whole whopping good amount of time within the social dungeon, as Mikko has called it, where you have been going through and talking to the different denizens, seeing different things that are going on. You have a few shady characters. You got a few people to fight alongside of you. To re-explain things for those who weren't here, this 5 foot that you see every so often is a wall that has been corrected and fixed. The tree is currently standing, and Morhazar took 2-hour time to clean up the area around the statue. Within a 20-foot range around the statue, anyone who's there when they start their turn gains 1 temporary HP.
Nice. Hey.
Yeah.
Boris has taken the time to train with the legend. And I believe you guys had approximately, I want to say it was like 4 or 5 hours left before the expected siege.
I thought it was 7.
Hey, Brian, quick
7?
question. So,
It was
while
probably 7.
standing around this statue, is there I have to ask this because is there a max cap to how much temp HP we can have accumulated from this statue? Because
It caps
if we
at 1.
gain 1, oh, okay, it caps at 1. Okay.
If you're near the statue, you get 1.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that this. Yeah.
Because I was about to say, if we stand around here for a
So,
couple hours, we'll
ultimately,
have
to make it
200
simply-
HP, all of us.
To make it simple, any damage you take while 20 feet of the statue just reduced by 1.
Okay.
We'll make it simple like that.
That's probably gonna work a lot better.
Okie dokie. Boris, you're going to be training. I believe it was 9 hours that I said it was going to be, and it was 11 in total. So when we're down to the 2-hour mark, you'll then be done your training.
Cool.
All right. So you have 6.5 hours until the siege.
Hearts and Minds campaign.
Yes.
Trying at it again.
Except, is it nighttime now, or is it still during the day?
Yeah.
It was late afternoon.
Yeah, it was getting late in the evening.
I look at everybody and say, like, any final things before we try?
Are there any fortifications we can produce here? Can we fortify the town?
That is entirely up to you guys. Are you going to take the time to create fortifications?
No. Big brains. What do you think?
So I think it's in normal circumstances that would be a great idea, but because of the whole aspect of everyone who in this town that is supposed to die still needs to die, if we do too much to change things, like as far as combat and people who die, we could very negatively affect things.
Fair enough.
That was
but
one
we
of the
could,
key things that we were told is we need to make sure that people that died still die.
We could fortify more of Selfish protecting us.
I hate to
or
point this
something.
out, but we can always make sure that's the case. But
Yeah.
no, greater
The
good and
lawful
all.
paladin.
No,
Or I should
not
say,
lawful.
The
This is
good
chaotic.
paladin. The
Chaotic.
good paladin. The good paladin is suggesting
Good.
we could just kill them anyways ourselves.
I mean, that's what my suggestion with the old dude. If he helps us and we win, just fucking like the next challenge is fighting him to the death.
Yeah, but we
God.
also don't necessarily know if
Sure.
he actually died because we don't. Do we know if everyone here, period point, does
No,
die?
it was
No.
confirmed that there were survivors.
Exactly. And we don't know who did survive.
So without
So we
knowing who
can't make
survived,
that
it's a crapshoot.
Yeah, there's
So
really
what-
no real way to do this and come out.
Well,
on top.
basically,
there,
what
well,
that
no,
means
there
is
is, and
guys,
I have an
what that means-
idea.
I feel much
hold
better.
On,
I
let me
don't have
finish.
I don't have to do mercy killing.
So I think the safest way to allow it to where we stay here, we kind of help hearts and minds and all that stuff, while not interfering as far as who ends up living or dying much, is we just stand in the square by the statue and just defend ourselves and, make our
Yeah.
presence known. So if things go to attack us, we kill them. But if they go into one of the buildings to attack the denizens inside, then they go and attack the denizens inside. And I think that's the safest way for us to try to keep
So
us
we
alive
should
while not
actively
affecting
try to
who
kill
lives and
the
dies.
enemy and not actively try to save anyone we see that's in danger.
Because stated, we
Only
can
killing
selfishly,
people that are attacking us.
we should just selfishly fortify around us if that's the case.
Pretty
Like,
much.
See, that's a bad idea too, though. Like,
Can we encourage the enemy
remember,
to come to us?
you have to remember, if these guys see us like getting ready for a battle that no one's supposed to know is coming, we still need these guys to trust us after that massacre.
So what's the worst that happens if we alter this time anyway?
Yeah.
Everything gets completely fucked up. We go
My
back
man.
to we go when we end up going back. We go back to a timeline that is completely changed and different, and
Well,
we
like-
might
like,
not even
let's-
exist.
Let's say
Somehow
we
less
just save
shitty?
we save one person's life. What difference is that going to make to this mission?
From what I understand, the reason that the whole thing we were supposed to change was people's opinions, basically, of Zariel.
Well, they can't have an opinion if they're dead.
Not everyone dies, so we have to make sure we don't save anyone, nor kill any of the denizens of this place, nor alter the outcome of their life, while at the same time, after we take the survivors and be like, hey, Zariel did her best, da 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 da. Basically have to sell them on, well, she tried.
Yep.
Have to try and make them
And
see
the
light in
whole,
shit.
if they're dead, they don't have an opinion. That's not necessarily true, because if they die, Zariel is, after all, an angel, so they would go to,
Wherever they
the
go.
realms of heaven, and
I-
Zariel
I have a-
definitely would know if her denizens did not. That's the whole thing, is that she knew that her people lost faith in her, which is why she fell and became corrupt.
I see.
So our thing
a
is to try to
question.
make it so they didn't think that she completely had forsaken them.
How do we know which gnolls to kill?
That's why my idea of us just sitting in the town square and not really doing much is the key part to it, because if we sit in the center of town, they'll still go into the houses that are around it.
Yeah,
And
I mean, we're gonna do the final thing, right? The final trump card at the end of this, before the raid, saying, "Hey, Zarya, blah blah blah," at the town center. Bring everybody together on that. But
I don't know what to
very,
do.
very, very.
All I
fickle
know that
with
we can do is hope for these people pass on with them.
I can
Got a
create a
heart
symbol
and
of
soul.
sleep so that they'll pass on in an unconscious way.
Ooh, Dr. Kevorkian over here.
like everybody goes, and they're just like, no screaming, just
Just slips silently into the great black.
Yeah.
fine. They wake up in Skyrim wagon, all of them in their own dimension.
It just isekai'd right out.
Yep.
All right, Hearts and Minds campaign. I think that's our best
Perception
chance.
of 18 or higher saw
Uh,
a
Passive?
passive perception of
I don't think
18 or
anything.
higher was able to see a hooded man run out of the fog, drop something, and then continue running southward past the buildings.
Okay.
Interesting. I have passive 18. Does anyone help?
Hold
Oh
on.
my
I
gosh.
don't have my sheet pulled up. Hold on.
You're in crazy high perception.
Yeah.
Perception of 18. Did Brian make it intentional so that only Chuck could see it?
Never.
Yeah, man. Hey, well, I just go and be like, well, you guys do what you need to do. I saw something over there, so I'm just gonna walk. Pass by.
One says he saw something to
Yeah.
the group.
Yeah, I felt like that. Why
I
are you
was
doing
gonna
that?
follow him then.
Yeah, I'm gonna escort him. Nobody goes alone.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
The party doesn't.
Oh, thanks, old man.
You might be captured in that event. Take this.
Yeah.
Might want to end your own life.
We pass by and we see the old
Here's
man.
a hammer.
What do we find, Brian? Or what does Owen find?
I
So,
grab
Chuck,
it.
You walk over to see that is a vial. The vial itself is sealed shut with nothing to open it with. Like there's no cork or anything, it's solid. Inside
Okay.
it is a slight greenish liquid.
Interesting. Could I have an Arcana check with this green liquid? Oh,
I was just about
There's a vial
to say,
without a
can I
cap.
also Arcana check
On
that?
the outside of the vial are lines and numbers. The numbers range in 5 increment, all the way up to 100.
okay.
You mean like 5, 10, 15, 20?
Exactly.
Okay.
Your
I have
Arcana
Arcana,
is a
let's see.
plus 1.
-1.
Minus
or,
1. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You were unable to tell exactly what this item entails.
I had also asked to do an Arcana check.
You are unable to tell what it does.
I'm gonna try.
Well,
Okay.
Plus 3, really?
Yes. Crisis,
No,
you
nope.
are unable to tell what it does.
interesting.
Jesus.
Where'd you?
For an
I
information,
don't know, I just,
the green liquid hangs at around 6. Just above the 5 mark.
What this thing is something.
All
It was
right.
just like this
Why
old.
don't you go ask one of the mages? Or one of the...
Big brains.
Yeah, fair enough. So I got this green liquid here.
I'll have a look at that.
Yeah, some strange person.
Morzar,
That's
what's
a
your
20.
added?
Huh? What's going on?
What's your added
Hold on.
Arcana?
Oh, I didn't realize that. Added Arcana +8.
Yeah, that should help.
You're able to identify that it is linked to the town and is not an item from around here.
Oh shoot.
Some temporal energy.
How is it
emanating
able
from
to...
it.
What? How can you tell it's from the town?
This isn't. Oh, but I have the other.
Also, isn't that a nat 20?
Doesn't mean he would know what this obscured item is.
That's fair, I guess.
Whatever it was was from a.
If there's a
tell
40-foot wall,
Owen-
if there's a 40-foot wall and you roll a 20 athletics, if your character couldn't make that wall regardless, it's not gonna happen.
All right, so let's unstopper it and take a smell.
There's no stopper.
It is
Very
a
well done.
solid glass
Yep.
vial.
Yeah,
And the liquid, what does it smell
Yeah.
like?
can't really smell unless we
There's
break it.
literally no way to smell it. It's literally like in a vial with no opening.
Keep going.
Oh,
Encased in glass, Luke. I don't know
It's-
what's...
okay.
Yeah.
So when you said
I-
no stopper, my immediate thought was, oh, then it just doesn't have a lid. Okay.
Brian
I know,
specifically
yeah.
stated earlier, there's no way to open it. It's just solid.
The only way is to break it.
It's just like I'm gonna keep trying to smell
Fun
this.
story.
Uh.
If Chuck turns the vial upside down, the liquid does not move.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, okay.
Which I didn't do it.
Could it
I wouldn't
be
have done-
something to attract the gnolls? Maybe.
Well, I don't know. The shady guy over there, you
Came,
know.
dropped it in the town, so this could be something that.
What's the level of the vial?
6 right now.
6, and it scales up to what?
Up to 100.
So it's like just the very, very bottom of it is full.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Why don't we walk around town and see if there's anywhere where the vial's level changes?
Hold on. No, Oz is
You
gonna.
know,
Oz,
you make a
I'm
fair
gonna say,
point,
Oz is gonna
Hargo.
hold up. Oz is gonna say, "Hold up, wait a minute." That man came from outside the fog and dropped it in a location that no one but one of us was able to see. That means, to me, that seems like that was done intentionally and probably happened just, at
bet
this
you didn't
time
mark
in
him.
history.
Mm,
So, shouldn't we leave it where it is? Because that might play a key, whatever it is, might play a key role.
Can't
Maybe
tamper with
just
the
putting
timeline.
it back and leaving it alone.
Prime directive.
Let's bet if we don't want to change anything that happened.
mm.
I think
Either
you should
that,
hold on to
or
it till we know what it does.
Or we get the direction of where.
I don't know if I'm okay with that.
All right, I'm gonna walk away from this group.
I mean,
Literally, this guy came from outside the fog, which was, there are 2 people who could do that
Oh, everybody in this county can
that
do
we know of.
correct?
There are 2 people or 2 reasons someone would come in from outside the fog. Either historically, that's what they did, and he dropped that there historically, which means if we didn't notice it, none of the townspeople would have noticed it, so it would have stayed there. Or this was randomly some sort of hint or gift from our friend who teleported us here to begin with. Either way, if we don't know why, this could be the key to everything. A mysterious glass vial that certainly doesn't seem to have anything good nor bad about it, and at the same time, literally our strongest mages couldn't tell what type of magic it has with it. This just seems like
And it's
something
clearly meant for us. We just need to figure out what it is and what it means.
Do we? That's what I'm trying to say, is no one noticed it. Which means in history it wasn't noticed. By us removing this from a place where it would have stayed, I think we should just put it the fuck back.
well, let's look around and see if it has anything, and if it doesn't do anything of interest, then we put it back. Then how about that?
Fine. Make it quick.
Hearts and minds.
So I guess I would.
Oz is gonna tag along with Owen while
Yeah.
he sees to see if the
Does anything while going around?
Are you just walking around?
Yeah, who do we
Yeah.
have left for
I'm gonna go rock
Hearts and
around.
Minds
Yes.
campaign here?
So I find this vial to be as either I react to a point where it's very high, or something like that.
Simply walking around does not change the vial in any way.
Gotcha.
Go check out this house just south of us. I assume this is south.
Which one?
We fixed that one.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You
we
fix
did,
that one
actually.
and talk to the couple there.
Who haven't we done yet?
I think the house in
Oh,
the bottom
yeah.
right,
Bottom right.
the one up where I'm sort of by the fruit stand there, and we didn't talk to anybody except for the person in the entrance of the
The
of the main
Oh,
inn
not in?
building. Not in building, yeah.
So, Dahagu, are you heading up to this building here? Is that what
I am, but I'm not I'm not sure that I'm going to do anything. I'm just sort of moving around to look at it.
All right. Crisis, are you joining these 2 down here or Dahagu up top?
I'll join Jahaga.
Okay.
Very well. So you guys begin your walk around town. So every so often, I'm just going to give you a progressive report as events unfold. Are you guys going to stare at the door up top to Hadron Crisis?
I see Crisis approaching. I'm like, everyone seems to think that we should do nothing, but I cannot think that's going to succeed. I think that if we don't intervene in the course of events, we will fail. But I have no basis for the proper understanding of this.
Simply being here creates action.
Yes, everything,
Has-
right. Everything we do will take some effect. Yes.
Glad you agree. So shall we proceed? Or look at the
Yes,
map?
yes, we should. All right.
So I knock on the door.
Who is it? What do you want?
We're just making sure everything's okay.
Why wouldn't everything be okay?
Well, we've heard you've had various troubles recently, and
You see a small sliding door open up, almost hidden out of eye, and you see one eye looking through. And he's like, well, I'm safe in here. I don't need trouble. Trouble is outside. There's no trouble in here.
We'll do our best to make sure it stays outside.
while we do that, is there anything we could get you?
How about 3 fine ladies?
If we find them, we'll send them your way.
I'll keep my eye out.
All right. Could I?
You are very kind. Who do you work for?
Well,
I work
my-
for the Boros
myself.
Legion.
At this time, Chuck sees the vial drop down to 5.
Interesting. So my assumption is thinking like, oh, this thing is a metal detector. So I'm like, it looks like we're a little off from here.
I said, well, while I'm searching for those ladies, maybe not that it'll keep you warm at night, but I have something for you. I hand him a rolled up piece of paper, well, parchment, whatever you want to call it.
What's on this? What is this?
Brian, if you look at my character sheet, it's where is it?
Did you draw a picture for him?
Yes. Long time ago.
Is it the unicorn picture? Or is it the other one?
No. So what God, I'm gonna find it here.
Book of Spells, Map of Avernus.
Oh god, this is a map of Avernus. Ah! You can go crazy.
Oh my god.
Dragon
so-
chess set, Dwarven Magic Ale. You have a lot of junk. Manacles.
But it's good junk, man.
What did I do with it? Oh, there it is.
Parchment, one sheet.
No, it's the in other possessions, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th item down. Starts with an E.
Okay.
You know some
Did you
very
even do the fucking
intriguing
erotic fucking,
ladies.
like-
Yeah, I heard erotica. No, my
Yeah.
God. Only an E.
Wow, where'd you find a woman like that?
Oh
Well,
god.
that's the trick.
Oh,
did a
man. You've had adventures. Tell you what. For this here, I shall hand you... I don't have anything in here. I don't have anything to hand you. I got overly excited. Goodbye. And he closes
Oh.
the sliding door.
May Zariel bless you.
So,
Your vial check
Hearts.
is now at
Heart-
8.
oh
Open
shoot, we're getting
wide.
closer. This must be the area. Wherever that area is, I keep going. Getting its closer direction.
I think it has to do with our influence.
Ryan,
the
what did
Hearts
I
you
of
say
know,
the numbers
campaign.
but
were?
my character thinks it's a freaking metal detector until we figure out.
Oh God!
You said the numbers
you don't have
going
any contact.
increments of 5 to how high?
100.
Brian, do you want to tell him what that picture was?
It was a sketching of the Psycho Hottie.
Is that from Avernus?
That was from Baldur's
Oh
Gate.
God,
Oh.
really?
It
Wait,
was-
hold on.
LOL.
As in the Blood Witch chick?
Yes.
Yeah.
The one that
When
you
did you have a
became
sketch
and
of her?
because
You
you
know,
posed
when-
for it.
Did?
You did. You posed for a ink sketching of said Psycho Hottie.
Well played.
Sorry? I don't remember this. Why don't I remember this? I
It
think
was
I
the same time you were having a fun time in the bedroom with Crisis, and then
Yeah.
Crisis had his stuff stolen.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember now.
Yeah, it's all coming back to you.
Did post for that, didn't I?
Yep.
That's the trick.
Yeah,
So
it's the
is Boris
It's not
still
actually,
training?
it's not actually
Yeah.
a woman. It's not
No.
actually a
trick.
woman.
Where did you? That's the
It's a trap. It's a trap.
trick. Oh, that was.
That's a drawing of a trap.
For the leading of this direction, it looks like it's
First
in this
instance-
building.
The first instance of trap hentai
I just got
In
great
D&D.
value out of that
in the Forgotten Realms.
Yeah.
item from like.
Historical moment.
Mm-hmm.
So do you,
Quite
gentlemen,
fair.
do anything different? Mortazar, Borders? Borders is still training, never mind.
Getting his ass kicked.
Actually, at this point, Boris is actually trying to learn the ways of the
Oh, no.
legend. And he
Oh,
seems to be
that looks
doing
good.
A-okay. He has not completely failed yet.
Nice.
Oh God. Nat 1. That would suck.
And gets a nat 1, I'm removing the feat.
Oh, I haven't used the cool thing yet.
You brought shame to the master.
You have
So
failed to
yeah, I
become a legend.
come. It looks like it increased by how close we are, and it seems it might be this direction here. I go into the building.
This one here.
Tweedledee and
Yes.
Tweedledum.
It does not change when you enter the building. It still holds at around 8.
Yep.
I wonder if Morazar has any other ideas. Let's go over talk to
Brian,
him.
since I'm like basically walking next to him, have I seen the vial also changing?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been with him.
Mhm.
Okay.
Unless Chuck is deliberately hiding it, then I'm just going to have Chuck run a sleight of hand
Oh.
against your passive perception.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
No, you're not. Why would you do that? For what
No.
reason?
Oh man.
All right, so because of the Oz is gonna speak up and he's gonna say, well, because of the route we've taken, I don't think it has to do with where we are.
I mean, generally speaking, let's just wait in one area and see what happens then. Hey.
But let's wait where we found it.
Just wait right here.
Pop a squat right on the couch there.
Yeah, just
All
gonna-
right.
I'm gonna go inside the couch to see if there's anying interesting, you know?
Gonna
You're
look
looking for
inside the
loose
couch.
loose change?
I love that.
No
Okay.
spare change for you.
No spare change at all, but
You found a femur bone.
I was gonna say, ooh, well,
Is
well
it
then.
a human femur bone?
I would need a medicine.
Oh,
Okay.
Sure. Oh
Dude,
man,
oh
need
my
that
God.
one.
Put it under your pillow. You'll get money from the Bone Fairy.
It's a
There
There's
we
gungeon.
go.
just all to say was how much will the Bone Fairy give for a femur?
So yes, you guys got yourself a femur of unknown origins.
Well then,
Put it in the bag of holding.
Oz asked to hold on to the
That's a
femur.
keeper right there.
oh man, I found it.
You have the
Come on.
potion. You have the potion. I want the femur.
No, you can't have his bone.
Finder keepers, loser weepers.
Does Owen say that?
So, Morhazar, we found this inspirational drawing and gave it to the man in that house up there.
Inspirational
think
drawing.
I think it lifted his spirits.
I tend to agree. Yes. Seemed
Very
to be the
good.
crowd.
There must be another one of these houses we haven't looked at.
I can't think of any that either.
Well,
me
what
or
about
our
the
comrades
ones-
have not been?
Yeah, what about the ones in the upper left or the northwest or whatever it is? Past that, we haven't looked in those houses. Those 3 houses. We don't know if nobody's in them. We haven't looked in them.
Let's type mysterious femur bone.
Well, then let us go and see what's in them and
All right.
keep appeasing the masses.
You
Hearts
see
and
that the
minds.
wall is collapsed and you're able to see within. There is a single candle lit on the northern side.
I knock on the door. Wait, is there a door?
The wall collapsed. I mean, if there was a door.
There is a door standing, but the wall is collapsed and you can just walk right in.
Oh.
I knock on the door.
You knock on the door. How do you
Hello?
knock?
Like a normal human.
Not like the police.
Crisis!
This is
Oh God!
You knock on the door
break
and the
the
door
door.
falls
Oh
right
shit.
on the ground.
hello. Sorry about the door.
The door
Anybody
grows a
see
pair of eyes and a mouth and goes, "What the fuck?"
Okay. Your turn, big brain.
yeah.
Well played.
Sorry, I just, for whatever reason, I'm just imagining this. No. Just Crisis is like, oh, alright, well, I'm not dealing with this shit. I'm out. You guys handle this one. Like, I've had my weird shit meter full for the day.
Low.
See, cat appears to have my associate's tongue, so sorry, Mr. Door.
You better be sorry.
Can I give you a hand up?
No,
Right.
I like this new perspective.
I go outside with the flask now. What's going on? And I see them over there. I'm like,
So what happened to your house here?
What house?
You see the wall that fell over next to you?
No, I'm looking at the ceiling.
Oh, fine. Let me tilt you here. I want to tilt it so it can look at the collapsed wall.
I thought that was
Your
another
athletics
one.
was just enough to pick up this really heavy door,
Ugh.
to tilt it, and he goes, "Oh, that sucks."
Yeah, you didn't hear anything when they knocked that down?
Nope, didn't care to. I've been awake for 5 minutes. Where the fuck
Oh.
am I? Who am I? What is this?
I hold up a mirror for him.
You have a mirror.
Shed a little.
Oh.
Yeah. What's it fucking supposed to?
What type of wood am I?
What? What kind
Do
of?
we,
what
do we
is
need like a
happening
nature
right now?
a
What
nature
kind of
check for that?
question is that?
I'm looking at them. They're talking
seen
to
a
this
lot of
door.
With
I'm like,
nature, you guys are able to tell it's an oak door.
well, I'm looking at them. They're talking to a door. I'm guessing. I'm like, what is going on?
I had one for this. And
What?
after you've seen a lot of wood, it all starts to look the same.
Mm-hmm.
I am the lowly of the wood. Please, just burn me now.
Oh,
But shouldn't you be? Maybe we should fix up your wall, and then you'd be a good door again.
Who wants to be a good door? I'm a fucking door. What do I do?
You keep out the wind and stuff.
yeah. You
Oh.
keep things warm
So
inside.
what
and
goes under me?
mice?
Wind. Mice. Cold.
Yeah, I mean,
Thieves.
I mean that's only if you have a really bad seal.
that's a glass half empty perspective.
We'll make you the strongest door that nobody can ever push ever again.
I don't want to be a door. Why am I a door?
Hang on a second. I guess I'm gonna detect magic on this door.
Why did I roll? So your detecting of magic was able to actually indicate that the door behind you has a orbish kind of figure, if you will.
Okay. You said orbish?
Yes. As if of the room behind you, you sense magic. Let's go with that.
Okay. Ooh, there's more magic back here. Let me check this out.
You open up the door to see that on the bed is a glowing white orb.
You want something?
From what?
Old corner?
Sure. Whatever you're.
All right.
What do you see over there, Dahargu?
It's this white orb, and I pick it up.
The moment you pick up the orb, the door's face disappears.
Well,
Huh.
Chuck,
I'll put the
you
orb
see that
back
your vial
down.
moves up to 10.
Or- Oh.
the group. Huh. Interesting. It seems like when you pick that orb up, it made the vial go up higher.
Oh, what's the vial at now?
10 right now. It's like
That's-
karma.
Okay.
This is karma juice, boys.
Is there anything else going on in this room besides that orb?
There is
Wait,
nothing to note.
Hold on.
within
Our
this.
whole mission here was to change was basically to change the hearts, change the feelings about people. What if this is measuring how well we're doing? The higher the number, the more faith people have, the more we've sort of healed
Hence-
people.
I
It's
could
meant for
certainly,
us.
I could certainly believe it is measuring something, but I'm not sure what I even did with this door, and how that in fact helps anything at this point.
It is weird.
Not supposed to be helping people doesn't have to be like something that we can see. When we're helping people, our whole thing is just to change their perspective. By simply giving someone who fell a hand up, we're making a very large difference in how they view things. We
Fair
not?
enough. Fair enough. Yeah. I guess I'll carry this orb out with me.
All right.
The moment
you
you
arcana
take
that
the
thing?
orb outside of the building, the glow from it dissipates and becomes
Oh.
black, like a stone, if you will,
Huh.
like an obsidian
Wow.
stone.
It looks really cool.
Okay,
So-
maybe it needs to stay back in there.
Does the potion change at all?
The potion remains at 10.
I'll bring the orb back inside the house.
You enter back into the house to see that the orb changes into a glow.
Again.
Interesting. So,
I stare
it's-
intently at the door.
all right, I'm going to set the orb down on the table to the left inside the entrance room.
Okay.
Yeah.
The moment you set down the orb, the door has one eye open now.
So, greetings.
Huh.
I say.
I think I'm going to just pick up the orb again and carry it out. Okay, and that's going in my pocket.
What was his name?
He doesn't like being a door, so I guess we'll just carry the orb away.
He's not door. No door.
That's his
Or
name.
door would no door.
No door is pretty
Yeah,
good.
No door.
Yeah.
No door.
Fucking me and
No
Miko
door.
at the same time.
Yeah.
So
All
you
right.
walk out of the
Well,
house. You now have a black obsidian rock.
That is pretty sweet.
Okay.
yeah.
Is there anything else of any note in that what's left of that house?
You're able to see that the tea set on the table. You were able to see that the bed was a little...
How many settings the tea set?
2 cups and a teapot.
Hmm. Interesting.
Noted.
Oddly enough, there is still slight steam coming out of the pot.
Maybe the
Alright.
mayor knows.
I'm gonna have some tea.
Okay.
You're gonna drink the tea.
I'll join with you. I will
You're
join with
gonna
them.
drink the tea.
Yeah.
Would you like some tea?
Yes, I would like some tea.
I poured him some tea.
Give me a Constitution save.
Oh man. Let's do this. +8.
Echo.
Plus 10.
Alright, so you're both able to successfully stave off. That you noticed that there was... I shouldn't say you noticed. You were able to stave off the parasitic entity within the tea.
Oh.
Does this tea taste funny to you, Master Owen?
That sounds atrocious.
Reminds me of that time we were in that fungus place and we had that parasitic.
Yes, it reminds you exactly of that scenario.
Oh. Oh god.
You think they might have
Okay.
used some strange ingredients in this tea?
Yeah. Oh.
Did we
I,
did we check the house across the street from this one?
I'm gonna rate the tea
I don't
house.
think
The door is Uncle Barias's great grandfather, Barias the Fourth, or
Oh my god.
Barias Celia.
Oh
Great.
man, I wanna find my ancestor Barias.
That's why you need a post office to send a letter.
I want to send a letter to myself. I don't know.
Boris
That's how you got out, right? This is all the paradox.
So you guys have had your fun in this building there. The building across the street, to answer your question, Luke, was the house for the legend.
Oh, okay. So let's leave the Legends house alone. Let's
Yeah.
not anger him. Let's go to the other house on the left, the far left, up left, whatever, that one.
Sure, let's go there and
You guys are able to see that this house is still in one piece.
It's kind of unusual for the houses around here.
Is this house somehow stronger than the other houses?
Hey, Brian.
You notice that it is built with a different material, yes.
Brian, I have a question.
3 little piggies.
Answer, 7.
In the time, like time-wise, like in terms of when this is occurring, like Oz would be in Baldur's Gate or would he be training with Liam Thorne right now? Like what?
Would any of us even be alive, or was this like 100 years ago?
I asked that.
It's very fickle. In true retrospect, none of you would truly be alive in this point.
That's what you said last time.
Yep.
So if you're thinking like you're gonna find yourself in this world, you're not.
No, I'm asking. Okay, let me ask you: is Liam Thorne alive?
I don't know. How old is Leon Thorne?
A couple hundred years older than Oz.
For safe
He's an
side,
elf.
For safe side aspects, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Okay, let's knock on this door.
You
All
knock
right.
on the door and nothing answers.
All right. Is it okay? Did I just open the door? Just to.
What?
Door is
open.
locked.
Just passing.
I wonder if this is the mayor's
There
house.
is lights coming from the windows.
I wonder if this is the mayor's house. It isn't shitty.
I
Yeah.
checked the windows.
You look into the window to see that there is cold dinner on the table.
Cool.
The place is set. You see there's an office in the back with lots of paperwork.
It's the
on
mayor's
the
house.
Yep. Yep. You want to know what that paperwork says? I'm just kidding. scared.
Paz's gonna wander off and go back toward the mayor.
Would you? Okay.
You need a hand with anything, or are you just going to handle that by yourself?
Should we?
Huh?
Would you?
Don't worry.
I guess he's gone. Whatever.
Yeah. I'll go and I'm kind of interested in those papers.
Would you
I
like
mean,
me to
it
open
is
the door?
locked.
Yeah, but
Not break into the mayor's house. We're trying to gain people's trust, not lose it.
you never know.
Your sleight of hand is enough to unlock that window.
Ooh. Ooh.
It's time for a secret agent.
Secret agent time. Alright, slowly open the window.
I watched
Your
through this
stealth.
other window.
Your stealth is flawless for you to be able to walk into
Right.
without anyone noticing.
Or is that dog still asleep?
Oh, I didn't notice.
No. And I just look at the paperwork to see if there was anything of interest.
Oh, I did not notice an Owen.
Hey, Crisis.
You did not notice an Owen. So, Chuck, due to your investigation, you were able to notice that there is a few pieces of paper there that were very intriguing. One being the exact time and date that says null raid incoming.
Oh, shoot. That's... Whoa.
Ooh, somebody's a collaborator.
There's another time agent.
You also
Yeah.
are able to notice that there is documents
Miko,
dictating...
check your messenger in a second.
There are documents dictating profiles of every person within the village, with X's over very specific people.
Shoot.
The list of who dies during the raid.
Oh,
my
no! Now I have to do
God.
mercy killing.
Mercy killing.
Oh, shoot.
Yep, now we can murk everything, and then you have to
And
kill the
you
people.
see that one of the traits listed under the profiles for people is the ones kept alive all have the very same similar trait of despises Zariel.
Oh, shoot.
So
Oh,
whoever
this is a counter
guy-
agent.
This guy
whoever
is-
was doing this, whoever was this was actually a setup by Asmodeus the whole time
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Out of
in order to specifically make her fall.
Yes. That's what I
Yeah.
read.
Shoot.
Those people that hate her are the ones that we need to make not hate
Oh,
her. So now we know.
We cooked up
Oh.
this plan for them though. Because we
Shoot.
got all the salty britches on, like, doing okay, or at least doing
Oh,
Oh,
some
man.
of them. Some
some
of
of
them.
them. Well, we're working on
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, I document this and write this on like a little piece of paper.
I
all this
wouldn't write
information.
it.
Not for ourselves. Not us.
So you
like a
take
blank
out,
piece of paper.
You take out a piece of paper and you write it down. You do not touch the documents.
I do not touch the documents.
Very
I just
well.
copy the.
Miko, check your
Yeah.
messenger.
It is a very messy desk. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
So you're able
Yep.
to see a
Yep.
large majority of what's there.
So I copy the information of what's all this, and
You were
then
able to get
Oh.
information of about 6 people without touching the documents.
Just touch it.
all right, I'll touch the documents.
The moment you touch the piece of paper,
Oh,
the desk itself starts to vibrate.
up, back off.
The desk still vibrates, and you notice that the windows start to have iron bars drop.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh,
Can I
Do I-
have a conversation with the mayor while this is going on?
Do I notice the iron
After-
bars dropping?
Yes, you notice the iron bars
Dispel.
dropping behind the window.
I
Crisis.
jump.
All right, Chuck, give me an acrobatics.
Oh God, help me.
That's pretty
Good roll,
good.
good
I
roll.
will give your acrobatics enough to make it out before that bar drops.
Okay.
You didn't-
So, this is going to be slightly retconned, but go ahead, Oz. You're allowed to have the conversation.
I figure that this was while that was going on. So.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. So, I'm going to ask. I'm gonna walk up to the mayor. And I'm just going to. Is he still playing his song against elves?
He is actually dozing off slightly.
Alright. Oz is gonna say, "Excuse me, Mr. Mayor.
What?
Could you tell me? I noticed. I heard something earlier, and I just want to clarify for you. Do you know of an individual named Gwyn?
Gwyn? Gwyn.
Did I pronounce that right, Crisis?
Yeah. I think I don't know. Oh yeah, sure.
Champion of Lady Light. I know of him.
You see, my friend over there, the rather pretty looking one.
Ah, the
shiny
Dragonborn?
No, the shiny one.
Ah,
I
the
like
Hobgoblin.
Okay, I see you're
Points to
obviously
you,
the ASMR. Yes,
Ah,
my palate is in there.
ah.
Yeah, see, he called to Gwyn for help. And I noticed that you kind of came over and helped, and you didn't have to say or welcome in the name of Gwyn, because he obviously wasn't paying super close attention. You did.
I'm sorry.
Why is that?
What
Being
are you talking
sick
about?
or
What are you on, dude? Did you end up getting some of those mushrooms in the northern forest? I tell those people, I guess I didn't tell you guys, because you're just people who came walking in here. But don't eat those mushrooms. They cause really bad hallucinations.
Which mushrooms?
The green polka dotted ones.
Check.
Well, I guess I'm just confused. So, allow me to change the subject here. I'm curious. What are your thoughts on Hope now?
You're gonna have to hold
Many
that
of the
thought.
villagers seem to be.
My house seems to be under siege. I'll be back.
No, no. I
was
hide.
gonna say,
I
I'm
hide.
sorry.
Oh
He's
my.
going
Oz
to
is gonna
start
say, I'm
walking
sorry,
back.
and then tail behind him
I
very fast.
I knock on the door like really loud. Like, is
Yeah,
everything
and,
okay in there?
Yes.
Why
Like,
wouldn't everything be okay in there?
I book
Can
it
you just creep
out,
up on me?
hiding, running. Please help.
Well,
We
Yeah.
noticed
What's your added
that the
stealth?
It's +10, but I'm doing human determination.
Very well, you're able to dive in the
Much
bushes
better.
and make your way out.
we noticed that the bars on those windows just went
Yeah,
down.
we came to
The
introduce
only
ourselves and
reason these bars would drop is if someone was stooping around inside.
well, we didn't make it inside.
Right, we're looking.
Pause.
I've been keeping an eye on you, and it seems like there's one of you missing.
You come.
Oz is gonna sigh and say, "Where
Yeah.
is
While you're
Gwyn?"
carrying the vial, you see that the vial, when initially looking at the documents, jumped up to 14. But then
Oh,
when you got
no.
outside, dropped down to 6.
No, should not touch the document.
Hmm.
You just had to do it, didn't you?
I was peer pressured.
What?
You weren't.
The Owen
Literally,
Collective?
no one told you to do anything.
Voices in its head.
Several people told you to do the opposite.
Dahagru said touch. I think it was.
I encouraged it.
Yeah.
The voices in your head.
Yeah, and
Harger wouldn't have been able to hear. Like,
no,
right, I wouldn't
no.
have actually known what was going on. I was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
encouraging it.
But
Yeah.
Luke encouraged it. It's fine.
Attic. Oh, where are we? Okay.
All right.
Yeah, your accounting seems to be accurate, Master Mayor.
Counting?
no, you're counting. He's an idiot. Counting. Counted how many? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You think I wouldn't pay attention to some weirdos who came into town?
Well, I wouldn't presume.
Oz is
imagine.
gonna say it again. Where the hell is Owen?
Give me shoot, where is it?
At any rate, have you seen that tree we fixed?
Yeah, it's
I did watch you.
What kind of
all
tree is that?
struggle
Is that
to
an oak
put up
tree?
that tree.
It looks
No,
like it'll stay.
it's an ancient tree of a spirit.
Ooh. I
I
wonder.
noticed that you picked up one of its colorful leaves. It gave you a vision, did it not?
Indeed. You are very astute to have noticed from such a distance me picking up a small little leaf.
There is nothing that goes on in this town that I wouldn't know about.
Hmm.
So I ask again, where's your final?
Do we actually know?
Is likely in another house, assisting another denizen.
He walked down that way, and I'll just point vaguely where he walked the last time I saw him, which was down to the right.
Mm-hmm.
I point out to him.
During this time, were you doing anything?
Is there any local beer, by the way, nearby?
Local beer?
Any beer, just anything like
You know, this guy offered
something.
you something to drink. Or was it you?
Yeah.
It was Boris. This guy offered Boris something to drink.
Yeah.
Compass
Mhm.
points you to the nearest beer because that would be
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
Locate
to the-
object on beer.
Locate object on beer.
Yeah, that's
You identify 3 places with beer. The inn,
Okay.
the food stall, and this guy down here.
That has to be my
Okay.
personal favorite use.
I'm
of
going into the end.
locate object
Do
ever.
you knock on the door?
Yeah, I knock on the door.
Oh, welcome again. Are you here to stay?
I need a beer.
Rough day already, I take it. Drinking before it's
Yes,
even
it is.
dark.
I need an alibi.
All right, sir. I'll charge you 2 gold coins for it.
Oh my god.
All right.
You
He
know
takes
what
it
to
over,
do.
pops it open, and hands it to you.
I take a full dump on it into my mouth.
Give me a con save.
That's a +8.
Chug, 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 chug.
Oh my god.
The taste is horrendous, as what you just drank was pretty much moonshine. It was 98% alcohol.
Did it taste like the tea though?
It's better than a tea.
It's better than the tea.
I'm also retconning your look was not for beer, it was for alcohol.
Yep. So I'm just doing it just to be like, all right.
It burned the whole time.
I'm in there, so.
Alright. So back to you guys. The mayor's going looking about and he's just like, alright, I'll head over to where he is supposedly. And you see him
Okay.
kind of casually start walking up, looking around. Looks inside the bushes as he continues his walk around.
I look at the other guys and like,
Oz is gonna kind of
suppose,
just follow along with him.
That
So
was
I
bad.
take, because I'm so drunk, by the way, I take my helmet off.
You weren't drunk.
Oh, not yet. Oh, wait.
That was
Oh,
the
yeah?
con-
Man, with the
that was the
moonshine.
con
Chill,
for.
chill.
You
Alright,
passed.
I'm forced. What?
You were
Oh, you
passed to be
passed?
sober.
Take another one.
Is it like
You're
3
gonna
fails?
drink another one?
Yep.
He intentionally is trying to get drunk.
Disadvantage, please.
Get drunk as
God,
quick as
you
you
are
can.
my-
Your disadvantage didn't help you there. If anything,
wonder
the second drink made you more
after.
sober.
Oh, god darn it.
That's not how that works.
That's not how this works. So Chuck, you were drunk. If you had 2 drinks
Okay.
with that much alcohol,
I
you were drunk.
suppose I'm going to walk up in the direction the mayor went.
I take
I'm
off
gonna
my
follow.
helmet,
Big
FYI, now.
Can Oz hear like the hootings and hollerings of a drunk Owen inside?
Nah, yeah. You see the mayor kind of walk up because the door is still open, and he sees Owen
Yeah.
over here, and he's just like, he comes up behind you, puts his hand on your shoulder, and says, "Enjoying a drink, old fella."
Oz is gonna ask. Hold on, is Owen's
I
helmet
roll
off?
One more time, Josh.
Is Owen's helmet off? Yes or no?
Owen said its helmet's off. His helmet is off.
Yep.
Okay, he never confirmed it after.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Oz is gonna like kind of push by and say, "Let's get this back on you, buddy," because he knows Owen doesn't like to be seen with his helmet off. He's gonna try and put Owen's helmet back on him.
Get that thing away
Chuck,
from
Are
me.
you willing? It
No.
does not sound like you're willing.
If you use a hand there.
Oz, you were not good enough with your.
I step up.
So do I get a look at who this guy is?
You get a
Yeah.
look and recognize the armor. You know full well it's Owen.
Is there any
Oz is
reason
gonna-
that
Oz
he
is
was
gonna-
always
Oz is
hiding
gonna
his face?
say-
Like you guys are busy.
Is he like heavily scarred or something?
So if Chuck, you wish to share that photo with people, you're more than welcome to.
Yep.
All right.
You'll probably put it in the generalized chat.
I bet he looks like Vader under the mask.
He has a mask under the mask.
The...
Yeah, like
Don't you
Master
guys know?
Chief. What's
You better
under the
be-
helmet?
You better be
Another
tasty
helmet.
white.
Oh no.
Yeah.
My body's ready.
God,
Any
you
Let me see if I can. I think I still have the picture. of
Brian,
you.
Brian, and myself are the only people
I got
here who
it.
know what they look like.
Or
Right?
got
do I
it.
need
I
to
got
make
it.
a on stage?
Whoop.
You got it.
Oh yeah, I definitely have to vomit now.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ta-da. Actually, this was his face.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Yes.
Well,
Got it.
So there you are, gentlemen. You were able to see what Owen looks like under that mask.
there we go.
How's the
Notice
booze?
that you also notice that Chuck is relatively drunk, and he got drunk really fast.
Mm.
Well, can I have what he's having?
And that'll be 2 gold coins.
You got this, don't you? Owen.
Oh, give him 4.
All right. So he's gonna take 8 gold coins from you, head over
Yep.
to Crisis, and hand him 4 bottles of 98% moonshine.
Here we go.
Oz is gonna put his hand on Owen's shoulder and say, "Did you manage to get anything while you were in there?" And whisper it in his ear.
I roll to see how wise I do
Hey, quit
this
trying to
with the wisdom.
creep on him.
Crisis, how many of those did you drink?
How many does it take?
Well, let's find. Oh, it only took one.
One.
It only took one.
You little bitch.
Well, let me,
All right, I'm gonna grab one
roll,
from Crisis.
With such a poor roll, it only took a sip to get you shrunk.
I just because
So,
I was
alright.
just gonna doubt it. Like,
Owen, does Owen answer Oz's question, or is he too
oh,
drunk?
God, that's funny.
Tell
He
me,
has a
like,
12. You are high enough to still
Mm.
have cognitive ability to speak.
All right, I'm
yeah.
gonna start singing while I drink.
I yell, like I'd sort of like yell, yeah, I found something from him.
I put the other 3 in a bag
Oh.
because I'm just trying to, pace myself.
Oh, I was gonna try and grab one from Crisis.
You can try.
What's your sleight of hand?
1 second.
-1 for me.
Yeah, it's +1 for me.
Crisis, what's your passive perception? So it looks like he would notice and be able to move away.
Ugh.
Not so fast. You get your own damn beer.
I mean, you just had him pay for it.
Well,
Get this hobgoblin 10.
I only have 8 more, sir.
Then give him 8.
Okay.
All right, he goes out back, grabs himself a crate, takes the money from you, and hands the crate over to Dahogger with 8 bottles in there.
All right, I'm gonna pass out all the bottles.
That's
Everybody.
a full sentence, right?
Chuck, the vial has it labeled at 2.
Oh man, we're doing a great job, guys.
Hearts and minds, guys.
All right. I'll just have a drink.
Oz is going to just walk out.
You were able to successfully.
That's right,
not
just
become
run
as
away.
Drunk from 1.
All right.
I did.
I'm gonna well, anybody else want one of these, or I'm gonna just set the crate back down inside.
Just put them in.
Morzar,
Yes.
you see this all transpiring. Do you assist, stop, or
Yeah, big brain.
Well,
you-
it's already been done. We've already paid for it. Otherwise, I would have. But
Oz is
Okay.
going to
so
go
no.
back to church.
I wave the piece of paper around like I have the answer here.
I'll snatch that.
give me a sleight of hand. Chuck, your perception will be half. Yeah,
16.
he's able to take it.
Mm.
All right. I examine this. This is a list of citizens.
You see names listed, and you also see the exact time labeled of the raid, if you will.
This is troubling. I'm gonna pass it over to Morzar.
You were able to see that there were 6 names labeled, and 4 of them have X's next to them, I should say.
What are the denizens that have the X's on them?
You were able to tell that the 4 labeled X's is Tannery Shop Lady, Monk Guy, Samurai Guy, and Silence. I seem to have forgotten their names.
Some of those were the fighters that we had recruited.
So
3 of
So-
them were the fighters you recruited.
It doesn't look like they'll be doing too good.
I mean, it would make sense though that the people that were fighting for the town ended up being the ones that they targeted to.
Right.
Or no,
Heroism. Heroism never pays. That's what we've all learned, right?
what? Nah, we're all gonna die.
Shh, shh, keep it down.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, I'm too drunk, guys. Don't listen to me.
And you said, and how many how many other citizens were named in it?
There's 2 more
in there
that are.
listed. You were unable
And
to
what were
recognize
those
the name of the people. There were
Huh?
2 people that you did not get the names of.
Okay,
No.
Okay.
probably the skeptical motherfucker.
Well,
With the
it's
trapdoor,
fine.
that would be my guess.
All right, gentlemen. So to speed things up, are you taking rests?
Oz is going to the church, and he's just gonna hang out in the church, peace
Do we
and
need
quiet
rest?
while.
Don't really need a rest right now.
Okay. Are you just gonna let time fly by?
Just gonna.
Does hanging out here at the bar drinking count as a short rest?
It will not.
I will return the crate to the bar, and I only drank the one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. The
I put the
guy
crate
there's looking
in.
at you funny.
I look at the funny looking guy and I put the crate in my bag.
Very well. I'm not going to interfere with that.
Mm-hmm.
He gives you another funny look and starts backing away slowly.
Okay. How's our vial looking, by the way?
The vial is at 1. There's
Oh,
just
man.
a smidgen left in there.
See? 1 for best. Number 1, guys.
Right. I'm going to walk away.
So I'm going to. Let me rephrase. Anyone with a passive perception of 13 or higher is able to notice that the sun is moving faster than intended.
No way.
From what you're used to seeing.
It's fine.
Okay. So
Okay, I'm back.
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We did.
Everyone's
Something
pretty
better.
much drunk.
Yep.
Everyone's drunk and bored and getting the
saw
shit kicked
Oz.
out of them.
You saw Oz semi-visibly irritated walking into the church.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I still get my ass kicked, so.
Actually, you're in the full training mode.
Oh,
You're
dope.
no longer getting kicked. He's actually having you run through.
Oh no!
Please, Brian.
What happened?
Brian.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
Brian. It's such a cool feat. Don't take it away.
You couldn't. Why'd you have to show it to him first?
Well, you take the damage.
I'll take the damage. It's fine. What's the damage?
Do you go unconscious is the question, does
I might.
More like, does he get one-shotted into oblivion and die?
57. Okay, that's cool.
fine.
57 damage. It's fine.
Stone's endurance.
holy shit! I just say, I see him get his ass kicked.
Lol.
Does he go flying into like
You
a house?
Dahargu just saw Boris get fucking blasted.
Smashes this wall even further.
Oh,
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Do we hear this?
Yes, you hear a wall just collapse.
Oh, I
even further.
run.
Better yet, the hit was so hard. This whole house is just a mess. It's exploded.
lol.
It's gone.
wasn't this the mayor's house?
No, that's
No.
the door, magical door house with a soul.
That's the mayor's house. That's right. I'm gonna be honest. I'm paying half attention because I've been training.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Like,
this whole,
holy
this whole
shit, we
area
must
is
be under
just destroyed.
attack. I charge my drunk ass out of the bar.
You see a collapsed house with Boris in the middle of it and Legend standing above going, "You're weak."
Oh god.
I will
Yeah, I
learn.
tried to tell him.
All right.
All right. So time is moving quicker and quicker and quicker.
I'll
The
go
sun is
sit.
moving.
I'm gonna go sit in the tree's shadow, the tree that we fixed. I'm gonna think about this spirit and see if I can imagine it.
Another leaf falls, colored pink.
Okay. I go and I look back at the mayor. I'm like, is he watching me?
His eyes are set on you. Yes.
I'm gonna go touch it right in front of him.
You're gonna pick up the leaf.
Yeah.
All right. You pick up the leaf and you have words transcribed in the back of your head, almost like telepathy, but in a message. And it says, "You guys will fail if you continue down this path."
Okay. I will stand up and walk over toward Crisis. I've heard something. I've heard we are going to fail. We must
lean
do
in
something
real
different.
close. What?
Yeah. I've heard. I've had a vision. We're going to fail unless something changes.
I'm gonna walk to the mayor.
So who's
What
walking
shall
to the
we
mayor?
do?
Slowly. Yeah, but me.
You,
So under your perception of time, you guys are able to tell that there is about 2 hours before the raid.
I believe with the remainder of our time, we should start to come up with a strategy game plan. Morhazar will
Chuck,
attempt to.
for Morhazar, I mean not
Over.
Morhazar, for Crisis. So Chuck, you're still a little tipsy. Crisis, you're still very much so drunk.
All right. I'll walk back over toward everybody.
All right.
And I'm going to tell
Actually,
them the same thing I just told Crisis. I've had a vision. If we don't do something different, we will fail.
let's come over here for a second then.
Okay.
Come here.
Hmm. Who
I'm
said
like
that?
all jovial and like.
That's Dahargu who said that.
Miles right
okay,
now.
okay. All right, so we're gonna go a little bit, I guess to the side somewhere like off where the mayor can't see us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go. Bring us to the south area or something. Enough so they can't see us. Okay, yeah.
How this fog hurts.
Well, we know from the writing. Good thing you take that from my hand. Sorry, I appreciate it. It was pretty bad.
I wander over to this window.
You
Hi.
see the samurai man standing there, looking at you.
Trying to. Okay.
Hi. How's it going, Mr. Samurai Man?
He waves back at you.
Yep. Oh, God.
Hang in there, buddy.
Yep. All right.
He gives you a thumbs up and then walks away from the window.
Okay. All right. So I finally, well, a little picking up a little bit as I'm doing it. I'm just like, so we know that the mayor is a conspirator of some sort. He is planning, the events that are going to happen. As we saw in the paper, people are going to die here, and the people who despise Azario are the ones.
And the mayor knows. No, I mean, I understand. It makes sense to me that the mayor could easily have been collaborating with the Raiders. But what's really interesting to me is apparently these names are marked as in either he knew they were going to die, or at least had, maybe at the very minimum had a plan that they should die.
That's fair. So, objectively speaking, these are the events that will happen, and we have to ensure that they die with the last thoughts of being that Zario was our hope, and from there, that's the hard part.
That's what we're told.
So why don't we try to strike a deal or something with maybe, No, we do know that the mayor now knows our plans, it seems like, or knows we did something for some reason.
Why don't we just ask the mayor?
Why don't we work with the mayor? How about that? In a way. if we work with the mayor and make it
I
a
wish that Oz was here.
Because if we
I
work,
do not.
No.
With how the mayor responded, I do not know if the mayor can be trusted.
well, we had
Let's go look for Oz.
yeah.
You search around for about 10 minutes to find him in the church.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We'll fill him in on this whole, like, maybe the mayor had a plan all along.
Yeah. Well, basically, I discussed the
Oz will be
information.
cool. Oz is actively praying. And if anyone talks, he yells at you to shh for a second.
Ian is
He's gonna stand up and say, "You all finished with your little escapade."
we did get information on what's going on, at least, but
So, you did something useful other than drink. Okay. Enlighten me.
well, we know that the mayor is a conspirator who knows who's going to die and who is not, which are the people who despises Zariel.
Right.
And basically, we were trying to think if we somehow
Wait. The survivors are the people who despise Zariel?
That is correct.
Yep.
This was all a conspiracy, apparently.
Mhm.
It wasn't. This was not a random raid.
Either we had to somehow either collaborate with him to, I guess, somehow, make it happen or some way, but
Oz is gonna look to Crisis. Is Crisis still drunk?
Is Crisis still drunk?
Oh my god.
Yep.
Plus 10.
Does Crisis need, like, a healing potion?
Alright, let's put it this way. Since
It's
been
a
some
fucking
time-
healing potion with the random effect, and the random effect is he's drunk.
Oh.
No, that's not the case. Do you take a healing potion or no?
No.
Okay. Then yes, you are tipsy.
He's tipsy, so he's not completely drunken.
Yes.
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm gonna look and I'm gonna say, Crisis.
Don't worry, I know my way around the bottle.
Oz is gonna look and say, Crisis. I heard you earlier talk about someone named Gwen. Yes?
Yeah.
I don't
that's,
know the story of Gwen. Does Gwen have anything to do with Asmodeus in any way at all?
Well, I certainly hope not.
Either way. Okay. So,
Crisis would know
I knew
full
something
well
was
he
off.
does not.
Okay. Does Gwen have anything to do with Zariel?
Well, yes, formally. I mean, I'm sure they did.
Okay, lastly, does Gwen have anything to do with the Guardian, whatever the statue is outside, I forget the name.
That's supposed to be a statue of Zariel.
yeah.
I thought you already asked that question.
I'm sorry, no, it was the god of,
Lathander. you mean.
the god of the sun
Oh,
or whatever these guys
This statue.
worship.
Yeah.
Well, only that they're both from Mount Celestia.
It's so hard to keep track of your gods.
Upper
Mhm.
planes and walk the same circles, but beyond that I couldn't say.
Okay, scratch that thought then. However, I've been under the impression that the mayor knows more than he's been letting on this whole time.
And we seem to have some evidence to that
We
end.
have evidence to this.
Yep.
He also, Crisis, I hate to break it to you, but Gwen was not the one who opened the church doors earlier, despite who you may have thanked. The mayor snapped his fingers and the doors opened. Would someone with malicious intent be able to open magically locked church doors? A holy place?
Well, the thing is, he has all the information on when the gnolls will attack. FYI, why would he not tell the villagers about
Doesn't
this?
mean he's necessarily he. It doesn't mean he was planning to let it happen. All it means is that he had that information. For all we know, he could be trying to help us. Could be on our side.
I mean, I didn't hear much of what he said, but I will say he didn't seem inclined to be very helpful to anyone.
Legend knocks open the doors. You see Boris behind him, scarred, tattered, and tired, but feels proud.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Your compatriot's training is complete. He is a new man, born anew." And he turns
Thank
around
you,
and
master.
walks away.
He got laid?
Paradox. Oh man.
No, Boris did not get laid.
Boris got laid out. Did
Boris-
you see that house?
Boris had his foundations ripped up and relaid down again.
Yeah. So did that house.
So
Boris also had his body used to rip out the foundations of a house.
either way, in our situation here,
Are you going to tell them apart the training that you were used as a garden hoe?
No. No, I'm not gonna tell that. That's
I'm just gonna look and
Just a
say.
common hoe.
I'm just gonna look and say there are many unanswered questions to what the mayor, what the reasoning behind him having this paper is. It does unfortunately seem he does not have the best intentions for the town. However, much as I hate to say it, that has nothing to do with our current goal.
All right, so let me ask, who has an arcana that is above 10 plus?
I have a 9, and I don't know that anybody has any higher.
I don't think. Yeah, nobody has plus
Yeah.
10.
Okay. I was just curious.
nope.
Okay.
So let me
So-
re-ask. Does anyone have an arcana over 5?
Yes.
Yes.
That'd be just the two of you, yes?
Mhm.
Yep.
Mine's +3, so.
If you
So the
asked
two
if anyone
mages-
had an arcana below 0, I'd be able to say yes.
Okay. So
-1.
you mages, Morzar and Dahagr, are able to notice that a barrier has been erected around the church itself. The statue of Lanthander is shimmering slightly.
Interesting.
There's something magically amiss here. Let me investigate this.
What do you think if he's a conspirator for like?
Yeah, I'm
Xander?
gonna go up and check out statue. Religion, right? Is that what this check would be?
Nope, arcana.
Okay, +8.
You're able to tell that
Oh,
there
20.
is a barrier around the church that is able to protect all who are within. It has a slight healing aura, and it prevents all of those who are evil to not be able to enter.
Did the mayor come in here when he opened the door?
No. He didn't
No, he
this
did
time.
not.
No, but he did snap his fingers and the door's open, so he has
I mean-
control over who does and doesn't come in.
He may just, I mean, any mage, and I will say this, can make a magical lock and could do this.
To be
Even though the church door, like, this doesn't have to be the priest that
Hey,
did the
so
church door.
Brian, that brings me to another question. Or let me ask Morzar, since he would know. Does the barrier go around the outside of the front door, or like is the front door itself on the outside or the
The
inside?
doors open outward. The barrier itself is on the inside wall.
Okay, so the doors themselves are not included in that barrier.
That is correct.
Gotcha.
And have we looked around in here to see if there was a priest? There seem to be like stairs off to the sides.
We have not explored.
Me and myself and Crisis came in. And no one was in
Oh,
here.
here's somebody coming now.
And he completely ignores you guys and just continues over to the table. You see him dip his fingers in what appears to be water within a chalice, takes a little bit of the parchments there, scribbles down some notes, and heads over to the side corridor there, all the way in, and sits at the table. He leaves the door open.
Do we recognize what this table is for? Or do we recognize the guy? Like, is there any way we can tell what's going on here?
You did not speak to this guy prior to here. You just know that
Is this
the barrier,
table he's sitting at a common thing a church would have? You know, like every church has a fucking.
it's just a table.
Okay.
Just a table in a room.
All right, I'm just gonna say I think that might be the priest, and then I'm gonna go AFK, and you guys can handle it.
Morhazar walks up. Good day, sir. My name is Morhazar. It's nice to meet you.
He just stares at you. His eyes look heavy and tired. He has bags under his eyes.
Are you the priest of this temple?
I guess you can call me that.
Ah. Is there anything that me or my compatriots could do to assist you?
Assistance. Yeah. You can try to save us from the hell that's to come. Granted visions of these things to come, but not having the power to do as such.
Well, our goal is to do as much as we can to help here, so...
You came at a bad time, adventurers.
Yes, we have been warned many a times by the mayor of this town.
Whether you
And the
may
denizen.
believe me or not, there is going to be an army coming to this town, all with a singular purpose of killing off all but 5 people. And it's
That
intriguing.
seems like an oddly specific
You
thing.
know this because Oz is gonna walk up and kind of interject. He's gonna say, "You know this because you were given visions."
Before Lanthanter decided to leave, for a lack of a better term, he placed this barrier within the church and gave me guidance, saying, save all you can. I warned every person, time and time again, but somehow my voice was never heard.
I told
Was
you there
never
was
given.
no God here.
As if everything that I was done was in vain, as if I'm being punished by my own god.
Oz is going to say, "Does the door close? That room."
Yes.
Oz is gonna walk in with Morhazar and the man, and he's gonna shut the door behind him.
That's an intriguing play.
Oz is going to look to Morhazar and say sorry. He's gonna look to Morhazar, but he's not going to be speaking to Morhazar. The words, he's just gonna kind of be looking at walking diagonally, I guess. He's gonna say, Dragonborn friend here has much more knowledge of what it means to be faithful than I do. But cannot tell you how I know. I cannot tell you the true reason as to why your words aren't being heard, but I can tell you it has nothing to do with your God forgetting about you. In fact, I believe your God is well aware.
Lawfully good God is well aware that innocents are going to die at the schemes, and does nothing.
Well,
I
we are here
believe-
now, and we are here
believe
to help.
I believe
Yes.
the
Now that I get a better look at you guys, you were there too, weren't you? Yeah, you were there. Upon the corpses of the denizens and the army.
Hmm?
And try your best. You think you got it. And all I can do is just wish you luck.
And we wish for the best of luck of you and the denizens of this town. And we will do all that we can to help you and any other.
Help. Such a lovely term.
Brian, you said this guy looks kind of like, are his clothes tattered and stuff or anything?
His robes are still in one piece. They look like they've been maintained well, but are aged.
So he just looks exhausted.
Pretty much.
Well,
Oz is going to Oz is going to give him Oz is going to walk over and hold out one of the potions of maybe healing.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Oz is going to say, you don't need to drink this. You don't need to use it at all. But I ask that you take this. And
Unfortunately,
you
I cannot accept.
Oh, and why not?
okay.
I am hoping to save myself by going the ways of starvation and thirst. Perhaps fasting will allow me to be relieved of my sins.
I whisper to Crisis, what sins did this guy do?
Can we hear this conversation?
The door is shut, so it is muffled. But
Mhm.
if you give me a perception check.
I already have it.
12, 13, 6. So yeah, everyone but Tahargu was able to hear what's muffled on
Oh,
the
okay
other
then.
side.
So, I'm just like,
Oz is gonna say, well, I don't believe in ending suffering by suffering, faithful or not. So if you so decide, and I'm just gonna leave it on the table in front of him.
He just looks back at the table. As you're walking out, he says, "May the light walk with you."
Mhm.
You seem very tired, my friend. So, how about this? Maybe if you would allow it, I could take over your duties for maintaining this sanctuary, and you get some rest, relax, and once you are in better health, seek to your neighbors, the other denizens of this town, and
I'll take you up on
rather
the offer if
than
you're able to provide me with your priest qualifications. Where did you study?
from Timanther, I am a follower of Bahamut.
Ah,
Although
But
I
did
am
you
well
take
versed
schooling?
in many religions.
did you take the schooling on how to properly go through the procedures, on how you have to care for each person? What are the words you must say during your masses?
Outside of game,
not a
I would
priest.
assume that Morhazar would have.
Do you
as
have
a
religion
fellow religion.
proficiency and you're still okay?
You have
I have +8 to religion.
proficiency.
Yep, +8.
I will say you have enough knowledge to get by.
It has been quite some time, my friend, since I have kept up or taking, care of a religious establishment, but I may be a bit rusty, but I am sure that I can get the job done.
Very well. I shall leave it to you then. You see his eyes slowly shut, and then he falls out of the chair onto the ground.
Let me
Is the
check
door open at this point, or did
my-
it
The
close
door
behind
is
Mort?
open. The door is
Hold
open.
on.
You
Let
got
me check my
fucking
equipment.
killed a man
What?
in a church, nonetheless.
I'm gonna put down my bedroll and move him atop the bedroll.
You notice
Wait,
his
what just
body
happened?
seems heavier
Look at my
than
phone for
usual.
2 seconds and we killed the guy? Hold on.
You guys
Oh,
just
God.
talked that guy to
No,
death.
he fell asleep, you
I
fuckers!
know.
Just
I know.
talked
I'm
that guy to
sorry.
death.
God damn it, Dave.
Fucking Boris.
You guys aren't allowed to
Boris
So-
talk to
is
old
not
men.
smart man.
Well,
He's very
Morhazar-
tired.
You talked to
Damn it,
to Zira.
This
Yep.
isn't even a Oz and Bort. This is a
So-
fucking Josh and Dave thing. Dave,
May-
fuck you. You
Can I-
confused the living hell out of me.
You got him.
Morhazar,
Yep.
you go to move him, and he moves very peculiarly, as if there has been no functions.
What do you mean by that? No functions? Like he's like.
Oh my God, is he actually dead?
Oh,
Do you take his pulse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
His pulse is non-existent.
Oh well,
He's
Yeah.
actually
Wow.
You
fucking
did
dead.
talk him to death.
we're doing
All right,
this.
it's time. It's time to give him some healing.
Yeah.
hold on. Ryan, can I tell by looking at this guy, was he fasting long before this?
Tell you what, do you look at him physically? Do you remove the robes to look at him?
At this point, I would have relayed to them that this guy is dead. Or has no pulse.
Oz is gonna go over, and Oz is going to, No, Oz
What's the
can
vial look
copy
like
the
right
body.
now?
Oz can copy the body shape of anyone he's seen before. That includes even with clothes on. So I'm gonna transform into this guy and see if he's skinny enough to where it makes sense.
I'll give you a medicine with advantage.
Oh.
You feel as if you haven't eaten or drank anything in over a month.
Oh, see.
That's the body that you look at.
Or
like-
drank anything? How has he lived this long?
Oz is gonna change back into his changeling form and say, Morhazar, I think you just gave this man the release he was waiting for.
You gave this man permission
he
to
had-
die.
The last look.
Pretty
by the way.
What's the vial
You
look
made
like?
him feel like his
Chuck
duty
is able
was
to notice
fulfilled.
that the vial is at 18.
The
Hell yes, let's go.
man just died. It's just hell yes. Let's go.
Well, I put his soul to rest in a good light, which brought us closer towards our goal. So hell yes.
Unfortunately, if
Get much
anybody
closer to
if
his
anybody
death.
else in the town knows he's dead, I'm not sure they'll see it in a good light.
Just fucking,
Although if-
he's sleeping.
That's the problem for the
And
big brains.
Anybody, and if they try to question us on it, we can just show his body that he is fucking anorexic So he was fasting, and I offered to help take over ownership of it, and he went on in peace.
Perhaps you
So-
should fulfill his duty, as you said you
The
would.
doors
I certainly
get
will.
snapped
That is for
open,
sure.
and the mayor is standing there, looking over. And he's like, "What you
Oh,
all
hello,
doing?"
man. We were talking
You should
to a
probably come
priest.
in and check on this situation.
He
Oz is-
starved himself.
Oz is going to say that it
I'm
appears
sorry
your
to-
priest was
Really, no,
fasting
you need to get in here
quite some time.
and
He
deal
All
with
right.
walks through and heads down over. And he looks and he goes, "Is Bright Star okay?"
He's
Uh,
dead.
Oz is
It appears
going to
as though
say-
he has passed on. He was fasting for quite some time, and I offered to assist him so he could get some rest and take over maintaining the
I am
Very
very
The
sorry
sanctuary.
to hear that.
and
I
he
thought
has passed
everything
away.
was okay with him. It's very unfortunate. There was a little bit of a drought a little while back, and especially when we had the raid of the Goliath taking what little food we had left. I believe he was
Sorry.
doing it for the better of everyone else, to allow them to survive. One less mouth to feed was
It's
probably
not your-
part of it.
Not your fault, Boris. It's not
It's
your
not
fault.
your fault.
Well,
I know, but my race is douchebags.
Hmm.
But I
I'll
am
go-
just glad that
I'll
I
go
was able
warn.
to let him pass, knowing that someone would take over and maintain in his
I'll
stead.
go prepare for the proper burial for our priest.
I will give
I
him
will
the
assist
carrot
you.
that he. I will give him the carrot that he never had in life.
God damn.
The mayor walks out and closes the door
play?
behind him.
Well, he seemed to take that well.
Well, he seemed to be allowed to come in here, which means something about that barrier.
Yep.
And by the way, is that barrier still intact? Did it like dispel itself when the priest died?
That barrier is still intact, to your knowledge.
Okay. So
Well,
yeah,
yes, that's good to know. That means and
Oz is gonna go to pray again. He's just gonna walk up, start praying again silently.
I will lay a carrot in that guy's pocket or something.
You put it in your pocket.
Yes.
Very well. You see the vial sits at 19.
That was a very kind gesture.
mm-hmm.
I don't understand the customs of your world, but I'm sure he appreciates them.
Send him on his way to the next life with a bite to eat.
well, gentlemen, I believe it is getting close to time for when the raid is going to happen. So
Right.
I
So we
think
should.
now it is a good idea for us to start coming up with a battle plan and get ready.
That and
Shall
also
we take a short rest?
Something to heal
Yes.
Boris. Training was nice, but
You have a
it
short
hurt.
rest.
Okay, we'll take our short rest.
Before that short
Okay.
rest, I crank Boris with two. Well, I start with one level 6 cure wounds.
Oh,
That is D8.
It's going to be D8s. Yeah, I'm going to tell you just how
I
many.
think
in
I
a
want to
moment.
say it's 6, 7.
68 plus 4.
so 28.
28.
Does that get you to? Does that fix you?
That it fixes me a lot. I'm still like 30 away from my max,
Again.
but also my max is like 140. Okay.
do you want to do
19
the
that time.
final?
So that's 19.
And you can heal the rest
Close
with
enough.
your actual
Yeah,
short
with
rest.
my
Again.
short rest. No.
Again.
Boris is gonna subdue crisis, so he can't heal. Oh,
Oh, it's too late. You're healed.
And then I take a nap.
What?
Yeah.
It's a short rest. You're not getting those spell slots back. What?
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
Warlock,
gets them
Warlock
back.
spell slots.
Wait, actually?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's why I only have
fucking
like.
incredible.
But that's why I only have
Yeah.
like 2 of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he only has 3
Warlock-
slots in total. That's literally
now
what
I
Warlock
have-
is. They're
Use them
strictly
all?
cantrips.
Just
Yes.
because he. Okay. Okay. Cool.
That's the Warlock.
Yeah.
They literally get 3 spell casts, but they get them all
Well,
in a short
it's
rest.
actually 2 up until this level.
Yeah.
So the whole time
Okay.
I've only had 2 spell slots up until this level.
So before Boris
After.
takes. Hold on. Excuse you. Before Boris takes the short rest, I would like to use an augury to kind of gauge if there's something more we could do before we, I guess, take this final short rest before we battle.
And does anybody else feel like they have any other afflictions?
Is everyone just gathering in
no,
town
all
square?
good.
What's happening?
I'm okay.
Well, I mean, there's a funeral to be had now, so.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
just
we
gathered
should
everyone in
actually-
the same spot.
We should
Mercy
actually go out
killing.
there.
No.
All right, I will go out
Like
there.
you're thinking.
Hold on. Hold on.
So the question is, do the people from the house that has a secret? Oh, so the legend and the people with the secret didn't come out. Okay.
Legend is tired.
Legend,
Legend is
trained me. That's
napping.
fine. But the people with the secret, that's sus.
They're
be
they're
suspicious.
imposters.
All right.
So before you take the rest, no metagaming. You don't know any of this is happening at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before the rest, you said you were going to do something, Dave?
Yeah, I wanted to use my augury to try and see if there's something. I guess it's pretty vague, but like something that we could do to increase our odds, or if we were to take a rest now, if that'd be bad or good, or if there's that kind of thing.
To take a rest now, it's giving you a woe.
Oh,
Okay,
we need.
It's like a bad move.
so Boris is gonna say, so guys, obviously, Crisis, take your nap, you rest, you earned it. I'm healthy now. Now everyone else, there's got to be more we can do. I got a bad result from my augury. If we rested now, it's not gonna go good. We need
we
we need
need
to find something else. We need to do something.
Crisis actually as a triumph card.
But he needs his
He
spell
needs-
slots back.
He needs to show his wings to the group that Zario is coming. He's the
Can
only
he
angel.
rest after that? If
Yeah, I
we were
can
to
nap.
take that, okay. If you can get a nap after
it's
that, yeah.
Something
We
left
need to
in
just-
me.
Okay.
Okay.
We need to, I guess, bring hope to the people
Wrap me
that
up.
don't like Zariel.
There's a funeral going. Oz doesn't know that. Never mind. Oz is just gonna walk out and start.
I mean,
walking
you
out
know
the
the
church.
funeral's going on, don't
Yeah.
you?
We
I
were
mean, the
we were
mayor
told
said
we were
about
told
it.
that it was going to happen, although we wouldn't necessarily know it would happen this fast.
So Boris
Yeah.
is gonna, I guess, prop up Crisis from his
This
nap.
is-
Like, hey,
this-
we're not done yet, and we gotta go
Ah.
fucking.
Oz is gonna walk out the church.
This is our
You
final
cannot.
time to.
All right.
You cannot.
Oz tries to open the doors, and the doors do not move.
Oh shoot! They tricked us.
Boris
I-
is gonna try and open the door.
The door does not open.
He put us in here. He is He is evil.
And is there any windows or anything?
Arcana
no-
check on the door. See if it's a magical thing keeping.
You can tell
Plus
that
8.
there is one magical spell keeping the door locked.
I will attempt to dispel it.
Dispel. Okay.
What level?
Not a magic plank, is it?
I'm using a level 3 slot.
Level 3 slot. You're gonna need to make a roll.
Okay.
Shoot.
So, yeah.
Oh shoot.
Oh.
I like that's so crap. Anyway,
Get the bad rolls out of the way now. It's fine.
Wow.
Spell magic fails.
No, it looks like it's not working. What about you?
Allow
Mordor?
me to try.
yeah.
I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
cast one at 5th level.
Jeez Louise, we're gonna be
You
using
are
all our.
still unable to.
Oh, jeez.
I'll try it again at 3rd level. Okay, I
Whatever
add.
with that roll is enough
Yeah.
to break it.
All right,
Cool.
let's get out of here. Open the door.
The door does not open.
Boris is gonna try
Physical
and kick it
now?
down.
Let's go.
Boris is gonna try and kick it down.
Give
Doesn't
me an athletics.
Owen have pick?
Athletics +8.
I help him.
I assist.
Very well. With the amount of assists, we're going to add in everyone's score. You guys have enough to bust down the door.
Jeez Louise, he was trying.
Now we exit.
You guys exit to see that the mayor has everyone gathered around, and he is talking quietly. About 5 to 10 minutes have passed since you guys have tried to break open the door.
Hold
to.
on.
Perception.
Why do I feel like I know what he's about to say? What he's saying?
Could I hear the whispers? A little of the whispers from Asma. Plus D4.
Plus your D4.
And then my
You-
perception.
You're able to hear him mutter across him, inspiring the masses, being like, "These strangers have done us wrong.
Oh,
I
shoot.
fucking knew it.
These strangers have killed our most kind priest."
I'm gonna nudge Crisis, and Crisis. I guess I don't. No, I don't hear it. Owen's the one that hears it. So fucking.
Yeah. He's conspiracying right now. We gotta do something.
Crisis, show the go,
If they
Angel Boy.
attack me, then they are conspiring against us.
Don't attack the mayor, but like show off your angel things.
Yeah, don't.
Angel Boy.
Am I still drunk?
Oh
No.
god.
The time
You're
has
not
passed
yet.
and you rested. You have a hangover, though.
All right. Did I get my rest in?
You got 10
Short
minutes.
rest?
If that doesn't count for your short rest, then no.
Unless like the Harga puts the 10-minute rest on him.
God at me.
That would
Sure. Sure, I will do that. I will have done that
Mhm.
if it's allowed.
Yeah.
That's kind of metagaming there.
Okay, then. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, he only had 10 minutes to actually take a nap. Yeah, we're going to cap him.
Exactly.
Come on.
All right.
We'll just remember
Yeah.
that, and we'll have to go back if we can. Just like
All right.
Angel Boy, get out there.
All right. It's hard
Hey,
to tell the way.
I'm gonna
forward time
turn to
here.
Oz.
It's
Hey,
very
Oz,
fast.
mend that door before they notice.
Sir?
Oz is
Yes.
muted.
Yeah, can I try to mend the door?
Sorry.
It's
Why are
awful.
you mending the door?
Because we broke it down to get out.
You
it
broke the
open.
lock
Yeah.
to open
Oh.
the doors.
Oh,
The
well,
door is
I
still
guess-
intact.
Okay,
All
then.
right, guys.
I should have
We didn't
clarified.
bust the doors open, we just slammed them open. Got it.
Angel Boy, do your thing. I'm gonna fucking like push Crisis to the front.
One
Yeah.
of
What
the
do you need
townsfolk,
from me?
one of the guys
Go.
you don't recognize goes, sir, they look like they're coming against us. What should we do?
Wait.
And you see
Hold
them
up.
turn
Make it very
around.
clear. None of our weapons are out. Okay.
Yep.
Drop your weapons.
Yeah,
Actually.
We literally.
There.
Evil blasphemers! You came here saying you had benevolent intent, yet you kill our very fine priest.
Angel Boy, now's a great time to
But
kind of
we-
do your angel thing.
No.
Big brains.
No.
What
What
do you need from me?
we need to hear.
Oz is gonna step forward and to the front of the group. Oz is gonna say, "We have done no such thing."
Heathens, do not listen to this man. He is nothing but a liar. He changes form on his whim. The crowd starts whispering amongst each other.
Don't let him out.
Yes,
How do
you
you?
are correct. I am a changeling. Changing form is as what I do. However, as soon as I
He's like this. Why would he come here then?
I have no intent to deceive any of you. I came in to this town as someone I was not, as I feared my current appearance would have been too fear-inducing for many of you, as for many it is. So it was my own insecurity that caused me
So it was
to.
okay to lie to these people? It was okay to hide the truth?
I am nothing but a mortal. I make
Oz.
mistakes. We all do. Shut up, Boris.
No, I have an idea.
It's a bit late for that. We're kind of
It's
like out in
not.
the open
Oh,
talking.
The
Oh.
mayor's a liar. Why don't you transform into the priest and show them why he died and why the mayor's lying?
Oh, listening to the Goliath, one of the very people who stole our food, the same food that caused our priest to give up his own meals for us. Such a great Samaritan, such a great person.
Why didn't
Killed.
you help? Why didn't you help the priest?
You speak as though the priest didn't come to me for help. He came to me when he could, spoke to me, but he said he was giving it up for all of his sins. And he said...
He told us that he informed us that he told you of the visions he received and what was to come, and you
He said
did
no
nothing.
such
to keep his
visions.
word.
No visions were ever given. No visions were there.
Hey, Angel Boy, Crisis, could you show
This
your wings
here, and
be
he pulls out
flashy?
a bag of green spotted mushrooms. Says, "This was from the priest's bag. He would go out foraging whenever he could. He ate without telling anyone. He believed."
It is not true.
What he
We could
can.
show you the body ourselves. It is.
They
It
say
is
they
in
can
there.
show it
It
to him,
is
but
them.
they have condemned it. They have desecrated him.
I whisper the Boris. I don't know. I feel like this guy is gonna turn it against us somehow.
I
Well,
mean, if his goal is to leave the non-believers alive, why don't you just
Our goal
make the
was
non-believers
to hurt
believe?
you. Oz is going to shout, and he is going to use his most.
Blasphemer!
Oz is going to shout and use his most sort of. He's going to use the powers of his voice to sort of make himself be heard in a noble way, and he's going to project it so all can hear clearly, and he is going to say, we are adventurers that have been quite literally through hell and back. If you don't trust us after the many multitude of things we have tried to do since our short stay here to help you, I don't know what more we can do.
It was all an act.
All I can say is that if we were truly here for malicious intent, we would
They
not have
fake
tried
it.
to help you to begin with.
Ha! They're just trying to belittle you. They were just trying to get on your good side, so when they betray you...
Mayor, question. What good does that do us? We gain nothing from doing so.
I'm
We were
going
have been
to.
stolen from. These people have been tormented so much.
Why? Yes, but if we were here to steal, why wouldn't we just steal? Goliath's aren't one to beat around the bush. I'm not a cunning man. If I want to kill you, I'm going to take your head. It's simple.
You
I
heard
have
it
not
here,
done of this.
folks. He's here to take our heads.
That's you straight up heard what I said, and that's not right. That's not what I said. You know it isn't.
The Goliath's
Anyways.
here to kill us. They did to go for food.
No, you.
Lorhazar
are
is
you
going
Hold on.
to
Hold
use
on. Time out.
message to talk to Dahargu through
Yes.
telepathy and say, do you have access to a spell that can silence this man?
Is using
an
a
accident.
spell like
I
that
will
on him? Why is this
examine
idea?
Yes, because it'll allow us to say what we
ARP,
want to say without him contradicting us with negative shit every single time we open our mouths.
It will also
I-
seem like we're trying to silence the man who's against us, which paints us in a negative light.
You can't hear this.
I mean, he's already paying us in a native light, so.
Alright, I just figured.
Yes, I
I-
actually can, but it's a 10-minute cast time.
Oh damn. Well, shit.
I step
Oz is
forward.
going to walk up to the mayor, just side next to him.
Do not step closer.
Oz is going to put his weapons on the ground in front of the statue and say, I am unarmed.
But you are a spellcaster, and a bard at that. You don't need weapons to cause us harm.
That's true.
Okay.
Nor
Boris
do
is
you,
then going to do the
as
same
you
thing.
are also a spellcaster. I have seen you open the doors to the church with a snap of your fingers.
No such thing. The door opens for those it wishes to. Yeah, it's always open for whoever. They've always done whatever they could.
Boris is
Doors
then
have
going to
a
go
mind of their own.
go up
I
with
walk.
Oz
I
and
also-
put his weapons on the ground and say,
I also walk.
he may
up,
be a spellcaster, but I'm not.
But your fists be deadly weapons. Look at
If
the
I wanted
muscles
to
of
hit
that
you with my
man.
fist, I'd come into fist range. I'm very, very much out of arm's reach of you.
I walk up to them as well, and I say, "The doors opened for me, did they not?"
The doors act however they please. They let whoever they wish in, and let whoever they don't out.
Well, if the
So-
church is to a good god, then rightfully they would
A
let good
god that
people in.
abandoned us, and his servant, who you stand as a statue before, abandoned all here.
Beg to differ.
So what would you have us do, Master Mayor?
Leave this town.
Or
Should we leave even before it gets attacked?
Hmm.
There is no such attack. They are just
There's-
trying to baffle everyone here, trying to make them think that more malicious intent.
Priest-
Even such.
Priest spoke of
Even
visions
such.
of an attack.
Has
Even
anybody?
as such, they wish to have us believe that they're just going to bring back their bandit friends to attack us when they leave. We should just end them here. End them now.
Let me see.
so Boris is going to speak specifically to Horace because he's there, right? Him and his silent friend.
Mhm.
Horace,
Yeah.
you spoke with me specifically. Did I seem like if I was going to kill you, like I'm gonna just take your booze and attack you? But I didn't. I came to discuss with you. Did I not?
You don't seem to understand. You're a
Under-
fine fella.
You see, if
Very
not,
fine. Very
it seems
fine.
like your people that are among you.
You see,
even-
his glutes are just tight.
Okay, well, that Boris is gonna start blushing. Say, well, it's a strict Hold on, wait, no, not working out. We're talking about serious things.
They're
I would-
blasphemers. They don't even care for that of our religion, our culture here.
Mr.
Who said-
Mayor,
I felt.
this town was not doing so good under your watch for the last several weeks. What
How
have
has
you
it
done
fared?
to improve your own fate other than stand despairingly?
We came here in a whole and tried actively to help others while you stood at a statue, greeted visitors foully for albeit logical reasons at the time, but you sang a song of sadness, song of despair, and when I tried to sing something of happiness, you refused to even listen to it and said there was no room for hope here.
Whose
Is
house?
that really someone who has the best
You've
interest
heard
of the
it
people
here.
at heart?
You've heard it here. There's no hope left.
Whose
All is
house
lost.
But
here?
as mayor, is your job not to?
Has
I
not-
cast a spell. I cast a spell light on my grandpa's sword, and I just walk forward. Like, my grandpa's soul will defend this town. I swear it.
And here they are, offering what they can to make you all believe in them, to make you think that they truly stand with us.
To what end?
Oz is gonna shout and say,
better than believing
am-
in you.
I am Oz Petlamine. I am the son of the mayor of a prosperous trade town. Perhaps you may have heard of this trade
Oh,
town.
he's flaunting his well upbringing, the money
No,
and
I
things
am
that he
flaunting
was
that I know how a
swimming in.
mayoral figure should act, and you, sir, are not it.
He believes that he can just come in here, throw it into our face, our poor town, saying I was part of a great trade city. Well, we were too at one point.
Someone
Different
throw
your-
down your
was
voice
your
after you
town
asylum in the
consistently
great
raided?
city of Phandalin.
Ha! Phandalin. A city that is not raided every other month. A city that isn't at war with 4 fronts, and he comes here flaunting that they're in the same scenario as us.
I go up.
never
I
said that.
I go up to the
Never said
villager.
that. Your mayor puts words in the mouth of those he deems
When
unworthy. Your mayor is not a mayor. He is a dictator.
I go up to the villagers. Okay.
One of the gentlemen in the back throws a rock at you. And
I-
misses.
Who?
I go up to the villagers and ask, what time did these raids happen? When did they start?
They ask you when the raids start. And
I
how do
wanna
you
know.
answer? Well, it's been one of the
When?
cloaked men's goes. Well, it's been for as long as I could remember. I've been in this town for 16, 17 years.
Interesting. How long?
Do I have a telepathic link to Morhazar right now?
Yes.
All right, Morhazar. Should we reveal that the time of the attack was known to the mayor?
Not yet. I would be, but that's me.
That's
Yeah.
between
Oh.
those two.
Yep.
With the cards he is playing now, I do not. It will do one of two things. Either it will result in this ending very poorly, very quickly, or it will. We would need proof first and foremost, which we don't physically have proof other than our compatriots' chicken scratch on a note. So if we were able to actually display the documentation, then yes, we could play that card. But right now, I do not think it would be wise.
Then I say, what about you, Mayor? How long you been mayor of this town?
I've been here for a decade.
A decade. For that long a time, for 10 years here. Not
We were
one.
prosperous. For the first 6 years I was here, we were able to hold back. But then the raids and the people coming just made things worse and worse and
Until
worse.
you lost your hope.
They speak as if hope is all lost. All we need to do is just remove what is wrong here. The guardians that have been here have never helped us. Once they came to show us that there is a better way, but they haven't been here since. They haven't done anything to help us. Just that one time to gain our favor, that once, and then betray us afterwards.
You mince your words. What
We
do
were
you
here
see?
by a servant of this great angel.
Oh, so even better, these people with malevolent intent.
What
Are
is
none
our
other than
intent? If
service
you seem to
of
say that you
Zariel.
know our intent. What is it?
You wish to kill these good people.
Why would we go through the trouble of helping them and repairing their town then?
Oz
It's
is-
much simpler to
Oz
just
is
call a
going
raid.
to-
In the same way
Oz
that
is
your
going to-
guardian that you're serving did, helping us once and then betraying us after.
How'd they betray you?
Oh,
They left, never to return. And I
Do you
assume
expect,
you guys will
do
do
you
as
expect an
such.
angel to stay forever? Do you expect someone of a higher power to stay and guard you forever?
I
That
expect an answer.
look.
Oz is going to say
We
everybody
are your
silent.
answer.
Well,
Your
so
answer
much
stands
for-
before you, and I light my halo.
Oz is
Step
gonna
forward.
say, hold on, everyone, hold on,
Earth
hold on.
tremors,
My
loud voice.
my allies. Oz is gonna say, hold on.
I don't know about that.
I think Crisis just made the play.
You put our triumph card up.
Alright, there goes me playing out the window, and it involved Crisis. Okay. What did Crisis do?
He
lit a
just
halo.
revealed his angel.
Well, yeah,
Like-
you just here's your this is your answer.
People start to take steps backwards.
perception check of their eyes or mood or whatever.
Yeah, are they scared? Are they?
Passive perception of 13 or higher.
So Boris would see. He's a 15.
Oh, so
You
would
see
Oz.
that their eyes are big,
This-
slightly terrified.
Look,
Okay.
we
You're-
understand you are all scared. You probably we
Okay.
don't.
See, again, another person comes here lying about who they truly
Silent
are.
snake.
But
What lie is there to be had?
but I understand a good amount of you people. Miss, you told me about your stories, and I look at the lady,
Which one?
Camilla. Yeah, that one.
I look
You're
at the old
talking about the
man.
fruit
It's like,
wood-
did you
fruit
not
or your
appreciate
tannery?
Tannery.
my artistic
yeah,
talent?
tannery. Yep. And I was like, I understand, and I had come to learn that how hard it is here, as much as it was hard for me in my life too. But even in the hardest times, you can find hope in the darkest places.
We are at your service, townspeople.
You have been answered.
You see people, faces, grow still, as if they're processing, thinking, deciding.
Zariel has heard your plight, and she has sent us to help. And if your mayor is so keen on sending us out, then he
I
has forsaken your angel.
Who say
You
he?
all.
You townsfolk,
You
do you
all-
want to believe that these people here are truly to help us? Should we allow them this chance? And if betrayed, I hold the right to say, I told you so.
Hold away, fair mayor.
Yes, you can hold that right for every day, as long as you like.
we
We have to wait for the townspeople to answer. We can say no more.
Tannery woman.
We have nothing more.
Walks up to Owen, says, I will put my faith, my hope in you. Please, don't have it misplaced.
I nod and
She
give like a
stands
gesture.
beside you. Samurai walks up to Boris and says, if I stand behind you,
You'll have a hell of a fight and a hell of a drinking buddy, that's for sure.
A hell of a view. Oz will
And a
snicker.
hangover.
Hell of you.
perfect. And he stands behind Boris, smug, with a dirty ass grin.
Really close. So.
It is a great view, huh?
We weren't.
The best.
Oz is gonna just mutter under his breath, I like this guy.
And then
Silence.
Wait, the samurai, is that Horus?
Yes, that is Horus.
Okay,
You have
that's what I
Horus
thought.
and Silence.
yeah,
Cool. Welcome to the club, silent friend.
Silence kind of walks up and he goes, I will help whenever I can.
oh,
Right?
We
It's
we
Okay then.
we never heard his voice.
we appreciate it. Oh, okay.
I
Glad you were able to add your voice
Yeah.
to the
Oh.
crowd.
I don't like to speak very much. People don't like my voice.
Listen, I think it's a lovely voice.
You're a liar.
Okay, well, I'm not. I didn't say I was a good liar. You could tell, obviously. I was trying to make you feel a little bit better.
Ugh.
What about Apple's lady?
She does walk over and says,
I'm sorry, Carrot's lady.
she walks over and says, you come here all glowy and great and all that fun stuff, but you abandoned work halfway through, walked away, left it to your other two compatriots.
We took care of it, though.
What say you for a terrible work ethic?
I trust in my companion. It's the best
That's not.
I can say.
Yeah, and we
Chris is getting scolded by mom right now. Love it.
But you
No,
do
come
make a
on,
fair
out with
point.
it.
Hey,
You're-
you'll do better next time.
I will.
You do
I
not
will,
have the good excuse. Down on your knees. You need a good scolding.
Just let
God!
it happen. Just let it
Oh,
happen. Just let it happen. Just let it happen.
humility is a virtue. Remember.
Crisis says humility says that out loud. Humility is a virtue.
I have no defense in the face of earnest truth. So, yeah. Scold away.
Do you kneel down?
Yeah.
Hands over on your legs there, just staring patiently as she scolds you, pointing her finger. A little bit of a rage.
I
I
Yep.
can't
Now
believe
that's
you would
how
just
you
walk away.
rage.
I don't understand why you would think that it was a good idea to leave it to your friends here, making them work twice as hard for something that was already tiring for them. You were the most rugged out of the three. You decided that this was going to be the
True.
greatest thing. You decided that you're going to walk away and go over to go, how goes not? You go to the church. You went to the church to do what? Sit down, pray? You know, simple things.
Pick
You
my
slacked
companion
off.
off the ground who had fallen on himself.
Oh, you mean the one that tried to open the door that opens up on its own?
I
The one that tried to force his way in, so you went to go help him instead? Well, but there was a job at hand in front of you. And you just neglected it. You
Oz
neglected
doesn't
it.
even care that
I
you're talking about the
accept.
ball in his ass. Oz is just kind of like chuckling, hand over his mouth.
And then I also
We
see
are-
a little bit of carrot on your face, so you also got to partake in the rewards that was part of the job.
Did
no.
I actually? I don't think I ate it.
We share the carrots.
We shared.
We shared them.
We shared them.
We shared them with some of the villagers too. Actually.
Yeah. So everybody got some of the carrot.
Well, fine,
were good
fine,
carrots.
fine. Do you feel...
Scolding.
Oh, and by the way, we didn't properly. Thank you. Those carrots were really good. They were
Yeah.
the best carrots.
They were.
Thank you. I grew them
uncharacteristically
very
good.
nicely, but that's not the point right now. Do you promise to change your worth ethic? Do you promise me right here, right now, that when you start a job, you'll see it through?
I certainly hope to do better.
No,
in the
don't just-
future.
Okay.
What's with this wishy-washy nonsense? It's either
That's
yes or
fact.
no.
Oh, I certainly promise to do
She
better.
kind of stares at you. Eyes squinted slightly. She goes...
We'll shape him up.
Her eyes open up. She has a little bit of a smile, pats you on the head, and says, "You're a good kid. You're a good kid."
Yeah.
And she kind of moseys on over back to her store.
So I guess
the
that's
compliment.
a yes that we have.
What about the
on our-
perverted old man, Brian? What does he have to say?
You see that he hasn't said
Oh,
a
no.
word. And you see
What about
that he's
Hal?
just staring inside of his cloak. You see he's
Oh,
a little red on the
He
cheeks.
fucking- okay, he's reading the erotic fucking book.
Yeah.
Can someone like grab
Someone-
his attention? Like, you're in public, man.
I think he's already out of tension.
What about Hal? I know he fought with Owen. What's he doing?
He's looking around. He's kind of scratching his head. And he goes,
Oh man. Hey, guess what, Brian?
"You guys gave me a good fight. Regardless if you're good, bad, evil, sideways, left, right, up, down, who cares? I trust my fists. And my fists say that I should punish whoever's not you."
Here's to
Aw.
your fists.
Here's to your fist, Hal. Can we have? Boris is like gonna like speak over the crowd. Can we have 3 cheers for Hal's fists? And then he's gonna
It's
start
that
the cheer on his own. He's gonna be cheering on his own.
I
How
back
do you
up.
cheer?
Oh fuck.
Just hip hip hooray with his fist
Yeah,
in the air.
hip, hip,
It's just Samurai will join
hooray.
him.
Hip, yeah, that's it.
I still got
Who's
the
that
loud
down
voice
there at
on.
the other end?
Oh no!
What is
John.
that? Yeah.
Man comes barreling down, and he yells, out of breath. They're coming. They're coming. They're.
To arms!
It sounds like
His-
they're on our way. Boris is gonna shout over the crowd, like over the mayor.
Oz
If
is
you're
gonna
still
get-
on the
Let me-
fence and you want to fight, join us. If not, go in your homes. Stay safe. Just
As you're
go, if you're
speaking
not,
this,
yeah.
a spear goes through that gentleman's head.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay, sword up.
Listen.
We're gonna run
Boris
down.
is like
run down
charging,
that way.
yeah, charging past like the villagers. Like, if you want to fight, follow us. If not, go inside. Stay safe.
we
Boris.
need to be careful, Boris.
Boris,
I know, but what the fuck else? We
Boris?
need to trust. Yes.
did you pick up your weapon before running?
Yes, Boris picked up his weapon before running.
Oz is also gonna run back and grab his shit.
I have
Oz
to
is gonna
ask
follow
for clarity's
closely
sake.
behind Boris.
That's why I never put weapons down.
Yes. Boris picked up his weapons. Do we see? When after Boris shouted like, "If you're willing to fight, follow me," did anyone join us?
I'm
That
charging
wasn't
down the
originally
way.
part of the crowd.
Again, we established we should not be charging in because people that are
Okay.
supposed to die still should be dying.
We also didn't know that they were all going to be on the fence because the mayor put us on a spot. So like,
We're just blocking the innocents.
we kind
who
of
would've-
just need them on our side. So if we can do something to make them
It
see us in
kind
a
of
better
wouldn't
light,
have been in the middle of the town without us here anyway. So
yeah,
I have to make sure they get to wherever they would have gone.
Look like they're all taking safety in the
cool. They're going in the church.
godforsaken church.
Oh my god. Does somebody want to watch the? Oh, never mind. I guess we don't have an excuse to watch the mayor.
I mean, if we want, I can stay with the people because I am
You
the
might
religious
be,
pious one.
Yeah.
but
and-
that's a lot of people that are. Oh shoot!
Oh, and you can send your little buddy there, monkey buddy.
Yeah, I can, Juno. But
Oz
the
is
problem-
actually Oz is gonna bardically inspire. Ours is gonna use a bardic inspiration. Am I able to use 2 of them? Is that a thing I can do? If we're not in combat yet, can I just like
That would
spend
be
2 of them?
full turns, technically.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
guys!
It's kind of like
So-
it's kind of not. And I mean, sure, but at the same time,
I'm wondering if I can leave both Boris and Dahargu with inspirations, and then head
Okay.
back to the church.
Yeah, I don't. see
Hold
what's
on.
going
At the end of the street, is that the 2 dudes that were like with the secret?
Yes.
Yeah, we never did the secret.
I fucking knew it. What are they doing? What's their deal?
I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it.
Okay.
So,
grab a
out of
sword.
game,
I'm just
hold
trying
on.
to. I'm trying to position people as they may before we start this. Morhazar, do
So
you stay
out
by
of
the church?
game, out of game. So I want to ask all of you guys. You know, what should we be doing here? Like, because
That thing is.
do you guys want me to stay with the people to
You
make
guys
sure that
did
the
not
mayor doesn't
discuss
do
this.
anything malicious or?
Even if it's
Since
out
it's
of
the
game,
church,
I don't mind you staying back there.
since it's the church and you kind of offered to be the prayer guy, you and I can boost like morale, and you can try
Yeah,
to boost
and now that
local
people
morale.
have kind of stepped back into the church, like we don't have to stay up here. We can kind of retreat back towards the statue.
Right. We can fall back a little bit.
Right.
Okay.
So more is where you and I should stay back.
No, the legend. Oh, Boris would feel grateful, but
Guys.
God damn it.
But
Or-
the problem
or-
is, guys, that we got one problem. They're all protected in that church with Lythander and all that stuff, and
I feel like it's reasonable for that to have actually happened.
but
Right,
isn't certain people supposed to die? And if they're in the church,
There's multiple attacks, so this
Yeah.
won't be the
The
only
mayor
one.
also has control over the doors, so I
Okay.
imagine he's probably gonna open
Is
them and let
someone-
all the enemies in.
That old lady with the apples is just in her house. Do we want?
I look at everybody and I do not let the statue fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chuck, you notice the vial is a 10.
Okay.
Who needs to? So hold on. We do we know who needs to die and who needs to live?
We had a list,
Yeah.
but it's only
Rejected
slightly
twice.
useful.
Yeah.
From what we could tell, the only people who it didn't show everyone in the
And it has
town, but it
terrible
did show that the
descriptions of
people who
people.
died were the 4 people fighting. So
Oh,
So
plus the
only
tannery
4
lady.
people and the tannery
plus
lady
the
died.
tannery lady.
Mhm.
Right.
So then
These
everyone else,
three
we
and
kind of need
Tannery
to.
Lady,
Here's
you know,
inside right now.
have an X next to their names. And you had 2
Wait.
names you did not recognize listed without X's that Owen was able to record.
It could easily be those people from the secret house.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, when you say 3, do you mean Hal, the? I'm gonna call him Silent because I don't want to think about their voice, and
Silence.
Horace.
Silence, Hortus, Hal, and
So this
Tannery Lady.
4th person with us, we don't know about.
Well, that 4th person just got a spear through the head, right?
Nope, that guy
Oh,
I've deleted.
Yeah, so that person with us, we need to, I guess, take care of and make sure they don't die because we don't know.
Yep. Let's do this.
Okay.
Secretly, it was my name written on there. Oh.
These 2 men at the end of the pathway both have halberds at the ready, and they're stomping the handle into the ground. Almost
They're
like
making a
champ.
gate. Boris would know this, but like I can tell because that makes sense. Is they're making some kind of portal gate.
I'm looking for whoever fired that spear through that spear.
You are unable to see past the fog.
So
Uh-huh.
the spear came from the fog.
From your knowledge, yes.
So we have 2 people potentially opening a portal and enemies in the fog. Ooh. There come the
Hey, I
gnolls.
hate to be that guy, but it is 10 o'clock. Do we want to leave it on a cliffhanger here?
I mean,
no.
I'm fine with continuing, but that's up to everyone else.
I'm up for going.
I'm exhausted. I told you guys at the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm just tired. I kind of want to wind down with some fucking like
Good.
Let me
something,
finish off
some
this
single-player
before
game.
initiative. So let me figure things
Just-
out. Crisis,
right.
do you go forward or back?
I'm gonna stay near the statue here.
Very well. Chuck,
I'll hold on near the statue.
very well. So before initiative is played, you are able to see that the gnolls emerge from the fog. The largest one stepping forward. These 2 gentlemen go down on one knee. Their halberds silent. This gnoll walks through.
Trade.
And he says just one saying. Do. Come on, load, please. We kill for food, for hunger. Humans kill for anything.
Wait,
They
is that
are
Big Null the
savages.
fucking God Slayer?
No.
I was gonna say, if he's already fucked.
No, not at all. They are savages, not us. We shall end them.
Oh wow, traders.
So there you are. Initiative shall be rolled, and we will be picking up at this point.
All right.
I already have an idea of something I want to do.
You gonna go
Hold
full
it.
legend? Are you gonna go
Hold it.
legend?
No, Boris
Hold
wants
it in
to.
like hold it in like you've got to save that piss for after.
I'm
that-
not gonna fucking remember, Josh. I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna.
Hold it
remember.
in.
Down.
Turtle it.
You can always
Turtle
write
it,
it
Dave.
down.
Hold it.
Send me a message
could
of
write
what
it
you're gonna
down.
do.
Yeah, I could do that.
Push. Suck it back in. Just turtle it.
I don't even know if what I plan to do is possible.
I
so
mean,
like, I want to make it
in this
be
scenario,
good.
Josh.
Turtle.
In this scenario, Josh, the nub's in his butt and his toilet's in trouble.
Nice. Really did it.
I suppose I need to write it down. I don't even know. I'll have to
Yeah,
find out next time if it's
yeah.
even possible.
Next time on Dungeon Ball Z.
You're-
Good night, guys.
Good night.
Alrighty. Hope
Good
y'all have a
night.
good night. Take care.
Yep.
Good night.
Night.
Well, congrats, gentlemen. You have made it through the social dungeon, finally.
You mean
Oh, I fucking hate the mayor so much.
Do you? Do you now?
Yes.
Is he a hateable character?
Oh, fuck yeah.
No, I love them.
I thought I was well designed in his character.
Yeah.
I love
If you were setting out to create a douchebag, then yes, mission accomplished.
you just couldn't use any really shallow arguments against him.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, because he just kept interrupting. It's like, fucking shut the fuck up. I wanted to murder him, but that would prove his point.
Oh, it's funny.
I was thinking about scattering him like 120 feet inside of the church and just have some words with him in private.
Oh, and now I have the task of remembering this bullshit I wanted to try.
Well,
Are you sending me the messages now?
I can, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was something.
And you'll actually be able to answer if I'll be able to do this even or not. Because if I can, I'm not even try.
That was close to. That was an event at the
Your
end.
hidden roles was enough to convince them to not turn against you. For your knowledge on what you're looking at, for the people and how they reacted. They're frightful. They're fearful.
But they're not hateful?
Yes.
Are they hopeful?
Oh, fuck no.
Okay, well, that's kind of what we need.
We
just
broke
hold-
the ice, though.
Just hold the statue. That's the most important.
Anyways, Brian, I sent you that message.
Yeah, if we hold the statue, if it doesn't fall, we're good.
Sure.
If it falls, then man, faith is lost in Zario.
You know, I feel like no matter what happens, like they're gonna come out of that church and be like, "Oh my god, look at this mess! You guys fucked it up."
Oh, God. I feel like at that point, I just turn to the dark timeline and I'm just gonna fucking slaughter him.
Go dark, yeah, we go evil.
Oh, it's like, well, time for the dark timeline.
Hey, you guys want the evil campaign? Let's go for it.
Oh.
I mean, this would be your pristine opportunity to do as such.
I will call upon Malar.
So, Brian, do I have any kind of
Malar
answer as far as
responds
what I
being
want
like,
to try and do next time? Is that possible?
What did you want?
I sent you that message. Can I get any kind of response on whether or not that's even remotely possible?
Let's see, where you at? Where'd you send it?
guys.
Oh, you sent it on Discord.
Discord. Yeah.
Horace and Brian, or Dave and Brian.
Yeah.
Give me a high enough athletics and you could.
So it's big enough that it would count for that.
Yes.
I think that's my main question. Okay.
It's
Awesome.
not full, but it would be half.
That's
So
100% okay.
So my question for Brian and Dave is totally off D&D topic.
Mm-hmm.